Round one, fight!
Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tournament Fights. This is episode number 96. This is part 2 of our Best of 2017 series. So we're working our way through it every month. We've been doing one of these. So we're on 2017. And yeah, so I'm excited to talk about some of these movies. And I am your host, Jordan the Movie Hero Anderson. I'm doing great because yesterday, one of my college teams won. I'm a Boise State fan, so that they won their bowl game. They're in like the Frisco Bowl, a bowl game I've never heard of. It might be new for this year. And then the rest of my family all went to BYU. If you know me, I grew up in Mormon, and I was the only one that didn't go. But they had their bowl game at the same time, so we were like dual switching back and forth, and they won theirs also by 1 point at the end. That one came out of the wire, but I was video game streaming during a lot of that. You can check that out on the channel, But anyways, welcome, and we'll go ahead and we'll introduce our panel for tonight. So we'll start with my co-host for this evening, Austin Pez Howell. How's it going?
How's it going? In my Sunday best because I just got off of work. So
Nice.
sorry, I don't have any Christmas clothing on or anything like that, or any.
So nice to dress up for the show.
I know 2017 clothing. I don't know. I have to see the list of the movies. If I have any corresponding shirts to anything in the list, I probably do, given how many movie shirts I own. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just been trying to wear all my Christmas stuff while I can. So I got my Kieran Culkin Fuller Go Easy on the Pepsi ugly sweater from Home Alone. So, but yeah, then we also have joining us. We have Jacob Barber. How's it going?
Going well. I'm excited for the second part. Quite a few that I was expecting to make the list, not on the first part, so I'm excited to talk about them tonight.
Yeah. I might have quite a few blind spots. I won't be shocked at all if I have more than anyone on this panel, but we'll see. So I did watch 2 movies. That's all I had time for, so I'll talk about them when we get there. But we also have joining us Mr. Malcolm Lay. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm just excited to talk about some of these. I watched a couple for this, so yeah.
Nice. Sounds good, yeah. And then we also have the Z-Man, Zaddeus. How's it going?
Hi, everybody. Yo, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on here, man. I'm
Get the Miss America wave now.
You're right. I represent America's team on good days. On good days,
Yeah.
unlike today.
Yeah.
Good days, yeah.
I gotta do the wave a little bit, but yeah, I'm really excited to see what's on this list, and especially seeing what may not be on this list, because there's one movie I'm looking to stump on if it's on this list. So
Well, we'll see, because we were a little picky versus last for 2018. We included a lot of bad movies, so I tried to kind of correct that and maybe add a few more indies in their place and that kind of thing. So
I can Z-Man run down which ones made or moving on to the championship from the other episode.
Yeah.
So I can run down the Sweet 16 from our past episodes. So if you're looking for any of those will be in our championship already. And then we will be taking the Sweet 16, whatever makes it from this episode, and adding to that, and it'll be the half bracket of 32 on Tuesday night will be the championship episode. But our Sweet 16 as of right now that made the championship the other night are Thor Ragnarok, I, Tonya, The Big Sick, It Chapter 1, Paddington 2, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, Split, Girls Trip, Kong Skull Island, Avengers Infinity War, which is a hangover from our ladder series from 2018.
That's
so
right.
it hung on. Ingrid Goes West, Captain Underpants, Blade Runner 2049, Good Time, the Robert Pattinson movie, The Shape of Water, and Creed 2, which is another holdover in our ladder series that hung on from 2018 as well. So those are our Sweet 16 so far.
It's cool to see two of the movies I was on for last time, the Infinity War and Creed 2.
Oh yeah. So
still
yeah,
hanging around.
Well,
That's
you
dope.
know, it's one of those things where with the ladder series, we
make
want to see kind of how long they can hang on. One of our other ones, Peanut Butter Falcon, hung on for a long time, but got eliminated, unfortunately, so it is no longer hanging on. So yeah,
Yeah. And then
had a good
couple
run
other
though.
that you might see show up that are still from previous years. We still have a Mission Impossible Fallout that's from 2018 that might show up. We have Leave No Trace from 2018 that made it on, and we have Blind Spotting and Won't You Be My Neighbor. So those ones could pop up.
Yeah,
there,
so they're all hanging on, and we'll see if they hang on to face the 2017. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Going for one of them at least.
Yeah, right.
Yep. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll jump into it. So, Austin, you want to break it down how it's going to work?
Yeah,
and I'll bring
so
up the bracket.
We have the other 64 movies tonight, 2018. Like we said, a few sprinkled in from our ladder series from the previous years that have hung on will be matched up in here as well. We will take the Sweet 16 that make it from tonight, and they will move on to the championship round of 32. But, once we have our championship one set, we've had sometimes some anarchy. We've had some ones that actually win the little mini tournaments here, that get added to our master list. And, hey, if Chopping Mall can make it, any movie can make it. So you know what?
Yeah.
So anything that was in my part 2 of the 3-part series. So anything can happen on some of these little mini ones, and as far as what can win a tournament, make the master list. But we'll go up and down the ladder each thing, 20 or 30 seconds a pop. Just give us what you're voting for and why, and we'll see what wins tonight, what makes it to the championship round.
Yeah, and we'll also be having Malcolm run the bracket tonight, so I'll be able to kind of sit back and relax a little more. But I was just going to let you know, Malcolm, if you get overrun with some ads, if you scroll to the bottom, you can put it in presentation mode. That'll get rid of all the ads.
It is in presentation mode.
Nice.
Oh,
Not really enough.
We're still getting a little ad there, but that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
so yeah. You may be able to find an X.
Tonight we're sponsored by Google. Our bracket fights is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that's only showing up because I'd already got rid of an ad. So
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all good. so yeah.
here we are.
Book back.
Oh yeah.
Talk about
Get rid of an ad, and then there's one underneath.
I think you can click stop seeing this ad and it should go away.
We'll see. Not interested. We're not interested.
We'll try not to show it again. Ad closed. Is it slowly closing out? No, I guess not. But anyway,
I think we're just going to keep ad closed by Google at the bottom there. But
yeah. Weird. But,
and by the way, you have to vote no matter what, even if you haven't seen the movies on the thing. Vote for which one you're more interested in, or if something looks has a better poster, or you just are not interested in one movie, but against a movie you don't really care about at all. Whatever it is, you got to vote no matter what. So yeah.
Yeah, so
all right, well, Malcolm, you got control. Let's scroll it on over and see what our first match is.
But the Darkest Hour up against the Beguiled.
The Beguiled, okay.
Ooh, all
right. Well, Z-Man, you'll be up first on this one.
I've heard the Darkest Hour, but I don't think I've heard of. Did you say Beguiled or Mississippi? I heard Beguiled or Mississippi Gold. So it was either
it's The Beguiled.
The Beguiled, yeah.
it's a period piece drama, if that helps you.
Isn't the Darkest Hour with
That's the Gary Oldman, when he won the Oscar
presiding
for
over
Churchill.
it's around the same time as the war on Dunkirk, I believe.
I haven't seen it, but I would be more interested in seeing the Darkest Hour, so I'm going to choose that one.
Yeah, sounds good. Right. Well, Malcolm, what do you want to vote for?
Dark Hour is one of those movies I watched for this. It's such a good movie. Like Winston Churchill sort of Gary Oldman embodies Winston Churchill. I was about to say the other way around, but yeah. But I mean, The Beguiled is one of those ones that is interesting because you've got Colin Farrell, Nicole Kidman, Kirsten Dunst, and Elle Fanning in it. And it's directed by Sofia Coppola, so it sounds interesting. I just didn't get around to seeing it, but I'm going to vote for Darkest Hour.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
I haven't seen The Beguiled. I have seen Darkest Hour. I haven't gone back to it since I watched it in 2017. It was worth the one-time watch. It's a good movie. Gary Oldman is incredible. I think he gives just an awesome performance. So I'll go with Darkest Hour.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, The Beguiled is a period piece drama, so that means I have zero interest in it, and I'll never watch it. I actually have seen The Darkest Hour. I watched it for I think it was one of our Oscar tournaments, like when we were doing
Yeah.
all the Oscar Best Picture.
It was one of the best picture winners.
Yeah. So I watched it for that because I missed it in theaters. Look, it's a movie based around a performance. The rest of it I found incredibly slow and boring. So I wasn't over the moon about it, but I'll vote for it because Gary Oldman's good in it, and I have seen it. So Darkest Hour.
Yeah. Well, for me, I have seen the Darkest Hour. Haven't seen The Beguiled, but from doing a little quick research on it, though, like usually I'm not really into period piece dramas like that, but this one sounds kind of interesting just because I mean it's got a decent cast. I mean Kristen Dunst, which is like funny enough, the only celebrity that I share a birthday with. You can go to those websites and see who you share a birthday with. So Kristen Dunst, born on the same day as me. Colin Farrell, Nicole Kidman, Ellie Fanning. So I mean it's a decent little cast, and even the synopsis kind of sounds interesting because at least it's a period piece that's like set in the United States. That Corporal John McBurney is an injured Union soldier who finds himself on the run as a deserter during the Civil War. He seeks refuge at an all-female Southern boarding school where the teachers and students seem more than willing to help. Soon, sexual tension leads to dangerous rivalries as the women tend to his wounded leg while offering him comfort and companionship.
So is that also under Is it also
Yeah.
under the fantasy category? Because that only happens if you're Colin Farrell.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That don't
only
happen if
Colin
I'm
Farrell.
stuck in the damn
Right.
boarding school. That doesn't happen to me.
And Colin Farrell playing like a Civil War as a soldier, but he's from like Ireland or whatever. But
Yeah, it
still.
sounds like a set up for a porno softcore movie.
Yeah. So, but it sounds interesting. Like if you were to put 10 period piece dramas in front of me, this might be one of the ones that I pick ahead of some other ones. But the performance though in The Darkest Hour was just so good. Like, did he win any awards for it? Because he should have. I can't
He
remember.
was one best actor.
Yeah, he deserved that because that was an absolutely incredible performance. The movie, I mean, it's kind of slow, but it makes you appreciate why people from England hold Winston Churchill in such a high regard, because like he really was an incredible person. But you know, sometimes these movies only show the good stuff and not all the bad. This one kind of showed mostly good, but I mean, there was a few little things that kind of showed how he was kind of like a mean old, like a curmudgeon of a guy, kind of, but he really cared about his country. So yeah, I'll vote for The Darkest Hour.
Actually, guys, it's just Darkest Hour, not The Darkest Hour.
Darkest Hour. Okay. The Darkest Hour is a whole different movie, I guess.
I mean, also I think it's The Darkest Hours as well, multiple.
Okay.
Got Wonder Woman up against Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh, all right. Sounds good. Malcolm, you're first.
Look, it's I'm one of the rare people that will defend the live action remake of Beauty and the Beast. Like, it's one of those ones. Like, I do like the animated one, but I actually really do enjoy live action one too, because I think like Emma Watson was great, and I think Dan Stevens was great in the Beast, and then the cast of like Ewan McGregor, and I can't remember who else sort of voiced the other
Ian McKellen was
Ian McKellen, yeah.
Yeah.
So like some of those like appliance characters were all just voiced well as well. And I think Emma Thompson might have been one of them as well. But yeah, but Wonder Woman, it's one of the few DCEU movies that I think is really good. And who knows what's going to happen with Gal Gadot in the future, because she may not be Wonder Woman anymore.
It's weird.
But I'm still going to go Wonder Woman over Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the animated Beauty and the Beast. I had to argue against it, as Austin knows, and that was really hard to do.
Tough, yeah.
Because it's near perfect animated movie. But I don't mind the remake either. I think they did a good job with it. I know it's easy to compare the two, but if you don't do that and you just kind of look at it as, you know, a retelling, they did it really well. I did we need the added stuff? No. Am I glad they put it in there? Yes. I liked getting some of the backstory of Belle and her mother and what's going on there. So yeah, Wonder Woman is one of the better DCEU movies, but I don't know if that's really saying much in terms of the DCEU, because let's be fair, there's probably like 3 or 4 good ones.
How dare you?
I'll go with Beauty and the Beast. What do you mean? How dare you? You know that I'm a huge fan of Man of Steel and Batman versus Superman as well. Those are 2 that I would consider the good in the good.
Yeah.
If Zack Snyder's name is attached to it, it is one of the good ones.
Well, you're correct. That's correct. Correct.
Well, Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman as well. I do think Beauty and the Beast is one of the better live action ones, up there with like that Jungle Book movie. I think it's one of the better ones. So, but still, against Wonder Woman now, Wonder Woman's really good, and less said about Wonder Woman 84, the better. So yeah, Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm someone that will even defend Wonder Woman 1984. I mean, it might be in the minority. I'm not going to say it's any kind of masterpiece or like amazing or anything, but it's fun. I had fun with it, but the first Wonder Woman's even better though. It's great and the live action Beauty and the Beast is also really good. I think it's one of the better remakes. I mean, kind of. I don't know. Like I went in with a mindset of like I'm watching a musical, and that actually kind of helped my enjoyment of it, because even though I'm not a big musical person, if I go in there just like expecting just like a straight up like a remake with a good like live action story and all that, maybe I would have been like, oh, there's too much singing and all that in there that took me out of it. But I didn't do that, because I actually love all the songs from Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is probably like top 3 or 4 of all time like favorite Disney movies for me. So, but even so though, like I'm still gonna go with Wonder Woman. It's just going up against a pretty tough one to beat. So I'll go Wonder Woman.
Nancy.
Yeah, this just sucks as far as spotting goes for Beauty and the Beast, because I agree with everybody. I had no expectations when I went to go see Beauty and the Beast, and I was fine with it. I thought it was great. A little bit of retelling of the original, but that didn't bother me. And then of course there was some new stuff added in there, but that was fine too. I mean, if you go too far in either direction, you get the movie that came out a couple years later, and The Lion King, and the less that's said about that movie, the better.
Yeah.
So, but the Wonder Woman is, I think, one of the upper echelon of the DCEU, the now defunct DCEU. So
Don't get me started on fucking James Gunn. I want to punch that motherfucker in the face.
I won't say he's my favorite.
I said that was going to be a bad idea, and now it's coming true. So screw anybody who was in support of that. I knew that shit was bad news from the start.
I'm not a DC guy, and even I'm not in support of it. So
yeah,
but
are you ready to see Clark Kent as a young upstart reporter again, and a nice young Superman? Are you ready for that for the 5th time? Are you ready? Because it's coming.
Smallville all over again.
Yo, I love Smallville. Not too much.
Yeah.
Great. Go watch Smallville. I don't want that shit in movies anymore.
Yeah, Smallville's great, but it's
a TV show.
Its own thing. Yeah. But I do think though that like the formula works pretty well for like how you make a live action remake. You just take all the things that made the animated one great, do it well, and then add just a little bit to it to kind of enhance it a little bit. That's what Beauty and the Beast did, I think. So, but it'll still be Wonder Woman moving on.
Yeah, exactly.
That we have Hostiles against the Boss Baby.
Oh my god. That movie. Jacob.
Yeah. Jacob.
Well, I have not seen Hostiles. I have seen Boss Baby, which is why I am voting for Hostiles.
Yes. That's the correct answer.
I don't know how it got nominated for Best Animated Feature. Maybe over the Lego Batman movie. I don't understand that.
Or Captain Underpants.
Well, yeah, there were a couple that could have
And it's got its own series now on Disney Plus. That's it. Yeah. But Austin.
Well, here's the dirty little secret that they don't want to talk about, Jacob, is that actually the stuff that gets nominated for animated feature, most of them just get the list of ones that are available to be nominated or whatever, and they don't watch them. They just pick stuff. So as far as the animated movies go, they don't do the same with the live action movies. A lot of the people who create the nominations don't even see them. So, it is what it is. I actually had to watch Boss Baby last week to prep for a Battleground match. That was not fun. That movie is so ADD, like flash cut, movement, yelling, screaming. It's the worst of like modern animation. It's so bad. Lack of story, lack of character. It's the absolute worst. I've seen Hostiles. It's not an overwhelmingly great movie, but it's way better than The Boss Baby. So Hostiles gets my vote easily.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do think Hostiles is an overwhelmingly great movie to me. Like, I actually really enjoyed it a lot, and Boss Baby, there's not really much to really be said other than it's terrible, and it's a movie that's would never be for me. I only watched it because I have young nieces and nephews, and they put it on, so I saw it at home. But I mean, especially for me, the standout absolutely for Hostel is Rosamund Pike. Like she kills it in this movie. But the cast is just stacked though, because you got Christian Bale, you got Wes Studi, you got Jesse Plemons, you got Ben Foster in there, Timothy Chalamet for a quick little role, and like they're all great. Even like Jonathan Majors shows up for a quick little thing too. So that I really enjoyed this, and I was someone who grew up not really being a fan of westerns, but now I absolutely love westerns. It's like one of my favorite genres of movies to watch. So I'll vote Hostile. It's pretty easy. Was that it?
Okay, call it. Heads is Hostiles, tails is Boss Baby.
You don't have to do that. Just say Hostiles.
No, I'm leaving it to chance.
Not necessary. Okay. All right, fine. Heads. All right, go ahead.
Hostiles is it. So
Ooh,
haven't seen either of them.
Even fate wants you to pick Hostiles the correct answer.
Yeah,
even the coin knew.
Yep, even fate knows the correct answer.
Yes, Malcolm.
Look, I'd never even heard of Hostiles, but those that know me know I work on a channel called Tape Free Productions, and a running gag on it is that Matt Kearns, one of my good friends, he really enjoys The Boss Baby, and it's been, I mean, I don't think he's got it as his favorite movie. Like, it's not one of his favorite movies, but it's been one of the running gags that every time it comes up, he'll pretend to go on this big long rant about The Boss Baby, and we mute him for it, and he just pretends to keep going on this rant, not really realize being muted.
So whether or not he wants to be associated with it, Matt Kearns is to The Boss Baby what Malcolm has become to movie 43. Is that kind of the same analogy? Yeah.
I mean, like, I've seen The Boss Baby. I honestly don't think it's as bad as everyone's saying. I'll give it a pity vote, but Hostiles is moving on.
Well, might be me with Ace Ventura when Nature Calls, and no one else agrees ever. So but Jacob, what do you think?
He went first.
I started.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so then Hostile. Yeah, that's right.
Was that the first non-sweet though?
Yeah, it's the first non-sweep though, because of Malcolm's pity vote.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Mission Impossible Fallout up against Lady Bird.
All right.
And
it's
awesome. I wasn't as hyped on Lady Bird as the whole rest of the world seemed to be. I thought it was fine. I'm not really big on coming of age movies, and I didn't think it was particularly interesting. But then again, I'm not like a 20-year-old girl, so that probably factors into it. But no, I easily go Fallout. It's one of the best Mission Impossible movies. So yeah, Fallout for me.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Lady Bird is I haven't seen it for one, but then also my aunt, who I have literally everything opposite. Like we're on the opposite end of the political spectrum. We have opposite things that we like and enjoy and everything. She was talking to me. She's like, I think you would really like Lady Bird, blah, blah, blah. And she's going into the whole story and they're rolling my eyes. No, I'm not going to watch this thing. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably will much because I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's just not one that I'm racing out to see. So like someday if it comes on, I might like it and I might enjoy it. But on paper, it didn't sound like it. So, but yeah, Mission Impossible Fallout's great. I mean, I still don't put it as one of my top tier Mission Impossible, but I mean, all of them are great. I mean, even the second one, like all defend it as a good action movie. Maybe not a good Mission Impossible, but an action movie. Yeah. So yeah, Mission Impossible Fallout gets my vote.
Only one of these stars will jump out of a helicopter and give you a promotion for the next movie and thank you for the movie that was just made. That's Tom Cruise, so he gets my vote.
Yep.
I haven't seen Lady Bird either, so that's another reason.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I do enjoy Lady Bird. I do think it's a good movie, but yeah, unfortunately, Mission Impossible Fallout I think is the better movie. I will say it's top tier Mission Impossible movies for me. And yeah, so Mission Impossible Fallout gets my vote.
Yeah. Well, Jacob.
I'll be the lone vote for Lady Bird here because I have seen it. I haven't seen Fallout. The Mission Impossible movies are a blind spot for me. I've seen the first two. I need to go through the series.
Oh man, you got to get to the next one. That's where they start to get really nutty, crazy, and awesome.
Yeah.
And yet still what makes sense.
Do I sense a future 2023 retrospective for me and Jacob on a podcast about movies? Talking about Impossibles? Maybe.
It's possible. But I'm going to go Lady Bird here. I think Saoirse Ronan gives a really good performance. Laurie Metcalf, strong supporting performance, and I enjoy the story overall. So I'll give a vote to Lady Bird.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good way to get people to watch a movie. It's like, oh, we do a podcast together. You haven't seen this, and we need to talk about it.
So maybe when the next one comes out, maybe around that time, me and Jacob do a podcast about it. Maybe. So
maybe.
Next up, we've got Power Rangers.
Up
against the Circle.
Oh man.
Jordan.
Well, I haven't heard good things about the Circle. I mean, from the previews, it looks good. Emma Watson, Tom Hanks, and it looks good from the trailer. But it's probably one of those deceiving trailers because I've heard nothing good about it from anybody. So, but I haven't seen it yet. But I have seen Power Rangers, and that movie was actually a lot of fun. I had a great time with it. I like how they explored some of the lore behind the Power Rangers and where they came from, and the movie has one of the most gratuitous promotions in there where they blow up an entire Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm just like wow, like I'll make it a little more obvious there that you're sponsored, but still I had a lot of fun. I really dig the cast in there. I like seeing what's his name from Stranger Things that playing the Red Ranger. I thought he did a great job. Even Elizabeth Banks doing Rita, it was different than the TV show, but I had an all right time with that. Bryan Cranston doing the Zordon thing, so it's fun. So yeah, I'll vote for Power Rangers. So Z,
not a lot of things movie wise has made me upset in the past couple of years as much as I heard when they were just going to stop the whole new Power Rangers franchise, because I thoroughly enjoyed this first one. Again, their promotion with Krispy Kreme was completely over the top. But like you said, it was a fun movie. It had some cool little cameos in it, and it was campy enough to be it is a Power Rangers movie, but also it had, at least me invested in maybe 3 of the 5 Power Rangers that were more explored. Plus, I was very interested in seeing what was going to happen next, especially since they teased us with Tommy Oliver.
Come on.
So that pissed me off, but I've never seen The Circle, but either or it was going to be Power Rangers for me. I was waiting for this.
Yeah. Shout out to Jason David Frank, rest in peace. So
But, him and Amy Jo Johnson made a little cameo, quick one in that climax.
Good.
Yeah.
Amy Jo Johnson, she's been notorious about not appearing at these Comic-Cons with all the other Rangers, and then she found out how much money you can make, and she's like, "Oh, I'm there." like the money really changed her too. But Malcolm.
I mean, I don't think I ever saw the Power Rangers movie. It's like I've never been like a big Power Rangers guy in the first place. But in part one, you had the square, you've got the circle now. Are we going to get the triangle and the cross soon as well?
Yeah, right.
And then you've got the full PlayStation range of shapes.
Yeah,
No, that's where you get Squid Game.
yeah, yeah.
Look, it's one of those ones like this circle is kind of a guilty pleasure for me. I didn't think it was as bad as what everyone else was saying. I enjoyed it enough. I mean, it's definitely wasn't in my sort of top 10 or 20 of 2017, but I do think it was a solid like 3-star movie, so I'm gonna go the circle.
Sure, yeah. Well, Jacob.
Yeah, I wanted to like The Circle, Emma Watson, Tom Hanks, but I got about halfway through and I'm like, it's just not doing it for me. I'm turning it off. So I haven't actually finished it. Maybe one of these days I'll go back and watch the whole thing. Maybe my opinion of it will change, but I'm going to go with Power Rangers here. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, the advertisement was over the top, but you know what? Who cares? It's fun. It's a movie.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I almost want to like vote against it just because they decided to, just stop. And I'm like, that's a load of BS. Like they had good things planned or teased, and now you're just not going to give it to us. Cool, but it's much better than the half of The Circle that I saw. So I'll go with Power Rangers.
You saw the arch. It's like half a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the southern hemisphere of The Circle.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I saw The Circle. I just think it was one of the most poorly written screenplays like I've ever seen. Just predictable. There's a lot of stuff where just nothing's going on. You don't know why anybody's doing anything. I thought there was a lot of potential there, but just really wasted potential. And yeah, I mean, wasted potential is true for that Power Rangers thing. Like I was looking forward to a sequel, and it's not going to happen. They're going to reboot it again, which is unfortunate because I would have loved to see a continuation as well. I'm a big Power Ranger fan, so we don't get much of it on the big screen. And I would have liked to have seen it, but I enjoyed this movie for what it was. So yeah, Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Did the first Power Rangers make money? Because I think the box
No,
office
the problem was it didn't make that much money. It had $100 million budget. Worldwide, it made 142, so that's kind of a flop because you make at least double or so to kind of start making money. So it didn't.
Next up, we've got King Arthur, Legend of the Sword against Flatliners.
Oh,
pass.
oh.
Pass on both of these.
Yeah.
Z.
Well, that's the randomizer. So.
Is it me? It's on me?
Yeah. Yep. It's you.
I was told strongly to stay away from King Arthur, the King Arthur movie this year. And even though my boy Jax Teller was in it, but I heard Flatliners was horrible too. But the only reason why I'm gonna get the go ahead for Flatliners is because my girl Nina Dobrev is in there from TVD. So go ahead, Flatliners. You move on. I look forward to seeing you next round so you can get smashed. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I haven't got around to seeing King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. It's been one of those movies I've been semi interested in seeing. I just had so much time this week I just didn't have time. I did just finish watching Flatliners just before this. It's not good. But still, I'm going to vote for it because I've seen it.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob?
Pass.
Yeah. Can I pass too?
Let's go Flatliners because why not?
Guy Ritchie, awesome. Bro. Like, I'm not into Guy Ritchie. I don't like his movies. This movie was so weird because it was like knights, but they're like speaking in weird, goofy tones. Like there's weird lines and shit. Like he throws all his Ritchie-isms in this, and like not Richie R. Ritchie, but Guy Ritchie. But yeah, like it's such a weird movie. I did not vibe with it, and Flatliners is not good either. Not that I even love the original one that much. The original one's like an average horror movie at best. Which again, if you're going to remake a horror movie, make a kind of average horror movie that had a good premise, which the original one falls into that category. So I was actually okay with them remaking it. But then they they fucked that one up too. So, but I'm a horror guy, so I'll go Flatliners. Yeah, because I don't like Guy Ritchie pretty much in general. So yeah.
Yeah, well, King Arthur starring Charlie Hunnam, which is like shoehorned to be your next action star and like everything. I don't understand that, but and yeah, like I just hated King Arthur. Like there, like I don't know, like even Jude Law was doing something weird in it. Like I just didn't care. Like I don't know, it was really weird. And then the effects too were all over the place. Like like it's all stylized. One of those period style. Super stylized period pieces that is just not for me. And Flatliners I haven't seen. I was kind of intrigued, but again, it's just one of those word of mouth that is just like I'm not hearing anything good about it. And I do like the original Flatliners with Kevin Bacon and like Julia Roberts and stuff, but I just didn't race out to see this one. But still, like I've seen King Arthur. It's horrible, so I'll vote Flatliners.
Flatliners, clean sweep. Congratulations. Congratulations, Flatliners. You ain't making it out of the next round, but that's fine.
Nope.
No.
I was just about to make the same joke. It's like Power Rangers is going to the championship.
Power Rangers are going to the championship. Congratulations.
Yep, it is.
By default.
We've got that's Roman J. Israel Jr.
Roman J. Israel versus Wind River. Okay.
Yeah. All
right, Malcolm.
Yeah, I think I've seen Roman J as well. I think I've seen it once. I just don't remember it a lot. But Wind River is one of those movies which was one that I randomly got on DVD. I can't remember if I bought it or if I just got it for free. But it's definitely one of those interesting movies that like Jeremy Renner showed that he can sort of do stuff that's not like big budget blockbuster. I think Elizabeth Olsen's in this summer as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Wind River on this.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Roman J. Israel it's another case of a great performance inside a mediocre movie. I think Denzel is really good in the movie, but the movie as a whole, it's fine. It's nothing to write home about. I watched it once, haven't felt the need to go back to it. I think Wind River is incredible. I think Elizabeth Olsen and Jeremy Renner are really good. It's actually my third favorite from 2017. I've watched it quite a few times since 2017, and it's just as good every single time. So I'm gonna go with Wind River.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
Yeah. Jacob took the words out of my mouth as far as for Roman J. Like, yeah, it's for hardcore Denzel people only. Like, it's a good Denzel performance, but yeah, it's stuck in kind of a standard biopic-ish kind of movie. But yeah, Wind River is really, really good. I've watched it a couple times as well. Great, just sort of crime drama mystery sort of thing. But you know, it really kicks up. It has some awesome action and really some crazy violence at the end too. You know, it really gets kicked up, and it's a cool story being on this kind of Indian reservation. Like, it's really, really cool. And yeah, if you're a fan of Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch and you want to see him doing something outside of the MCU that's really good, go check it out. It's very good. Wind River. Yeah. Sorry, Z, if I took your joke, but yeah.
Yeah, like so Malcolm I never like brought it up to everyone else, but he had this idea for not the MCU a tournament fight where we take all the directors that have directed movies from the MCU and then just doing all the other movies that they've done. But I think like you could take maybe like the original Avengers and like do the same thing, do all the movies outside the MCU that they've done. Maybe you might be able to come up with something there. But
yeah,
so,
I bet you probably could.
Yeah,
so team movie.
That'd be one of them. It would be Wind River and yeah. So I remember, I think it was Jacob that maybe had it on his 128th Wind River. Yeah, and so when I saw that, I was like, ooh, like I totally forgot about that. So I watched it right after that, and like literally, I think I watched it like the same night afterward that we did that episode, and this movie like almost made my top 128. I just wanted to give it a little more time for it to sink in, but man, especially Elizabeth Olsen, like she's just given a powerhouse performance. I think like she's just so good because she's like the lone female there. She's the FBI agent that's just there with all these guys out in Wyoming on an Indian reservation that like crazy things are happening. There's murders. There's different things going on, and she's the one that they sent out into the cold to like freeze her ass off and be the only FBI agent because nobody else wanted to go. And so yeah, it's really powerful. Even Jeremy Renner, some of the choices that he makes are really, really good. I haven't seen Roman J. Israel Esquire, but like just one of those ones where like the marketing didn't really hit me. Like it just didn't really seem like my style of a movie. But it's Denzel. I'll eventually watch everything Denzel's done before I die. So I'll get around to it, but I haven't seen it, so I gotta go Wind River.
Yeah. So this one hurts a little bit for me, only because I love Denzel Washington. Like he's like literally my favorite actor. However, I did not like this movie, and it made me so upset that I stopped it at one point because he was a very unlikable character in this movie. And like it was late at night, I was watching it. I was trying like, I ain't got time for this. I cut it off, went to sleep. I haven't been back to it. So, and that movie came out 5 years ago now. So, like, I just gotta go with Wind River. Maybe I'll watch it, finish it eventually, but I wasn't liking what I was seeing then. And again, nothing against the actor, but it wasn't my type of like movie. So yeah, Wind River.
Yeah, I'll be Wind River. Nice. Right, what we got?
3 billboards over Ebbing outside Missouri up against a dog's purpose.
All right.
Jacob.
All right, so Jacob.
Yeah, A Dog's Purpose is fine. It's okay one-time watch movie. I'm not going to rush back to revisit it. Although I could be confusing that with A Dog's Journey or whatever that other one was.
Yeah.
I think they all kind of are the same movie.
I think
Marley and Me is the same movie under a different title. I think all those movies are the same.
A Dog's Journey a Dog's Journey is the sequel to this, I think.
Oh,
Or that other movie where he's like riding around in the car, like in the passenger seat. They're all the same movie.
Well, Dog's Purpose, you just take like all these movies about dog and add a reincarnation thing to it. What was that?
Oh, that's right. That's what the movie was.
Okay, yeah. But I have seen it. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's a dog movie. It's a dog from this year is really good. But this one, but 3 Billboards. Oh my goodness, this movie is so good. Frances McDormand, Sam Rockwell, and Woody Harrelson all nail it. This was my pick for Best Picture out of the nominees. I think that this one should have taken it, but it didn't, and it is what it is. But I could see it winning this tournament, so it's a nice consolation prize, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch A Dog's Purpose because any of these movies where the dog is the main character, I have a suspicion that they're going to die at the end, so I just don't watch them because I can't handle that shit. As we talked about on things that make us cry on our podcast we did, I was like, I don't like those. I can't handle those fucking movies where I know the dog's going to die at the end, so I don't watch them. I see a dog in the trailer and he's the main character. Nope. Skip that one. That's why I haven't seen that Channing Tatum movie either because I'm like, nope, dog's the main character. I don't want to watch it. So, but I have seen 3 Billboards many times. Really, really good movie. One of the few ones where it's like that one won the Oscar, and I'm like, yeah, I agree. That was a great movie, and it was both a good like sort of Oscar type movie, but also just a really good, entertaining, well written movie with good characters and well worth it. And Sam Rockwell finally getting his Oscar, man, good for him because he deserves one. So, yeah.
Yeah, like at least movies like maybe like John Wick that's got a dog that dies in it. It kind of redeems itself in the third one because it's got some cool stuff with the dog that doesn't die, so that's nice.
Well, the dog, you don't get attached to it. That dog's only in like 3 scenes. Like you don't get like attached to him for 90 minutes. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of in the movie and he's out of the movie. So it's kind of a different scenario. But like when the whole movie is based on the dog and around the dog and the life of the dog, like no thanks.
Yeah, well, for whatever reason, like I'm a big fan of these movies about dogs, unless you're talking like some cheesy family, like an Air Bud or something. Maybe not that, but like some of these other ones though are like I grew up with like movies like Old Yeller, Where the Red Fern Grows, like some of those, and those movies always make me cry, which is just funny because I'm not a big pet person. I guess I just like get attached in movies because I can watch it on screen and I have to deal with all the shedding and the slobber and the like all the stuff that comes with the dog, like getting them potty trained and all that stuff. So yeah, but yeah, so I did like A Dog's Purpose, but it was just a fun kind of one-time watch. We watched it. One of the apartment complexes I used to live in the clubhouse, they had a movie theater actually there, which is kind of wild. And you could bring your own movies. I mean, it wasn't anything huge. It was just a small little screen with about 15, 20 seats or something. And then you could rent it out and bring your own movies there. So we did that quite a bit. But yeah, 3 billboards though. That movie blew me out of the water. Just powerhouse performances. Francis McDormand just killing it. And then I've never seen to this day a bad performance from Sam Rockwell. He's just one of those actors that is always great in everything. And then even some of the side kind of character actors too. John Hawkes shows up. That like Caleb Landry Jones or whatever, like just some of those guys where you like recognize the faces, but you don't always put the name to it immediately. So yeah, I thought that was great. So yeah, and it probably should have won the Oscar. Yeah, I would agree there. So I'll vote 3 billboards. But Zaddeus.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these two, but I'm gonna go 3 billboards.
Yeah,
You should see it. It's actually very, very good. You should check it out.
yeah, it's really good. Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly play the director's game because the director of A Dog's Purpose has a really interesting career.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from directing pretty much all of ABBA's music videos, but
Funny.
but filmography, like, and I'm not going to do all of it. Some of the probably Swedish movies that no one really cares about. But 1985, he did My Life as a Dog. He followed that by Our Children in Noisy Village. More about the children in Noisy Village. Then he directed What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Something to talk about in 95. The Cider House Rules in 99. Chocolat in 2000. The Shipping News. An Unfinished Life. Casanova. Then he did The Hoax. Then he did Hachi, A Dog's Tale. Then he did Dear John. Then he did Salmon Fishing in the Yemen. Then he did The Hypnotist. Then he did Safe Haven. Then he did The 100-Foot Journey. Then he did A Dog's Purpose. He followed that up with Nutcracker in the Four Realms. But yeah,
there's some good ones and some mediocre ones in there. Yeah,
I thought you were going to do the director filmography of Martin McDonough. I was like, yeah, it's not a bad filmography.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably would have been shorter, but
yeah, quite a bit.
But that being said, I haven't seen A Dog's Purpose. I really love 3 billboards, so I'm going to go 3 billboards.
Yeah. Well, 3 billboards.
I say Martin McDonough doesn't make a lot. He doesn't make a lot of movies, but man, when he makes a movie, he fucking makes a movie.
Yeah.
You know, like
he's made 4, and they've all been hits.
Yeah.
Battle of the Sexes up against Won't You Be My
Ooh,
Man?
this is an interesting matchup. Yeah. All right, Austin.
Oh, this is tough. Yeah, good documentary versus you know what? Yeah, Won't You Be My Neighbor hung on, and I do appreciate a good documentary, but Battle of the Sexes is a ton of fun, and it's a really good story. Oddly enough, it was weird because wasn't there a Shia LaBeouf movie too that did like the same story, like
Borg versus McEnroe?
Yeah. It's like the same thing. So it was weird. We had like a dual movie, kind of like Won't You Be My Neighbor came around the time the Tom Hanks movie came out too. So we had like dual movies, for like things. But this is a really good one. Steve Carell is quickly becoming just, as far as movies go, like one of my favorite actors. Like he really has a lot of range. He's great. And yeah, Emma Stone's really good. It's a really fun movie. I'm gonna go Battle of the Sexes here. Just mix it up.
Yeah, I also really enjoyed Battle of the Sexes. Like that movie's really, really good. Yes, especially Steve Carell, but even Emma Stone. Like I feel like she must have done some research into the character because it seemed like a pretty different role for her, but at the same time, like probably pretty true to maybe how I forget the female tennis player.
Billie Jean King.
Yeah, but Billie Jean King. Like it just seemed like it was probably pretty accurate. I don't know that for sure, but it seemed kind of like it. But the thing is though, like Fred Rogers was the one that when I was a kid, he told me I was special. He told me that there's never another person in this world like me, and there'll never be another person like me ever. There never ever will be. So, and that like
he told me the same thing.
Yeah, and he like shaped my
That doesn't sound very special.
childhood. Well, because we're all different and unique. That's the point of it. So yeah, but yeah, and this movie made me like sob like in theaters. Like I really have a big connection to Fred Rogers. Like it was a horrible day when I found out in high school when he passed away. So yeah, I gotta go with Won't You Be My Neighbor. It's hard to vote against Fred Rogers. He's just like kindness was built into a human being, it would be him. So yeah, Fred Rogers. I mean, sorry, Won't You Be My Neighbor? Yeah,
Fred Rogers movie. We same thing. We know.
Yeah.
Jordan,
You know what?
Jordan, you're
Was
one
that
in a, you're 1 in a million, Jordan.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Which means there's 8,000 people exactly like you. Zaddeus.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Like I agree with you, Jordan. Like it is hard to vote against Fred Rogers and Won't You Be My Neighbor? And I've never even seen Battle of the Sexes. Like, but it looks like something I want to see. However, if I'm not mistaken, I consider myself a man of consistency, and being a man of consistency, I think maybe some people are gonna have to go watch the 2008 battle to make sure. But I'm pretty sure I voted against Won't You Be My Neighbor in every round it was in.
Oh.
So,
Well, now you can redeem yourself, right?
well, that's true. This is my moment. This is that moment to say, you know what, Won't You Be My Neighbor? You're moving on. But you know what? Again, consistent man here. So Battle of the Sexes gets my vote.
Oh, okay. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think I said this in the 2018 one, but like as a New Zealander, I never grew up with Fred Rogers, so like it doesn't really have a special place in my heart. Like I watched the documentary, thought he was an interesting man, and that's pretty much all I got out. But funnily enough, when I ranked all these movies on my letterbox, both of these movies ended up sort of back to back. So just by here, I am going to go Battle of the Sexes because I think it is a good movie and it doesn't actually get talked about a lot.
Yeah. Well, Jacob?
Yeah, I probably would have went just slightly towards Won't You Be My Neighbor. I do think it's one of the better documentaries that I've seen. I haven't seen a lot of documentaries, so there's not really a huge range to go on there, but I do really enjoy it, and I think it's really good. But Battle of the Sexes is also a really good movie. I think Steve Carell and Emma Stone are really good together, and I'm not upset that it's moving on. I would have been fine with either of these.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not too mad about it because Battle of the Sexes is really good. So
Yeah.
And honestly, it's sad that documentaries don't get a lot of love.
Yeah.
Skip.
We've got Logan versus Rough Night.
Yeah, is anybody gonna vote for Rough Night?
I'm gonna vote against my favorite movie.
I've actually legitimately seen it. My ex watched it, and I was like, "This is like every other. This is like Girls Trip. It's like the same fucking movie. Like it's not good. It's bad. So
even Scarlett Johansson didn't save it. So
no, it's not great.
Yeah, I mean, I like Rough Night, but I still would have gone Logan.
Yeah.
Logan, yeah.
We'll save some time.
I mean, as Wolfman would say, you're clearly going to vote for the superhero movie.
Yeah, right. Yeah, clearly.
Even if it wasn't a superhero movie, Logan would make this one.
Yeah, right.
John Wick 2
up against Toast.
All right.
Jordan.
I'm almost tempted to say the same thing. Anyone voting for the Post, but maybe we might. So,
It's still a Spielberg movie. We still have to kind of talk about it, I guess.
Yeah. The Post was probably like out of the last 10 years the most boring Spielberg movie that I've seen. I'm just like I saw it and I don't even remember that much about it. I'm kind of just like, like we had Paul Preston on, and like he was pretty high on the post. Like he was talking about how much he liked it, but and nobody else really did. But yeah, John Wick, like, he's an amazing character. John Wick Chapter 2 is my least favorite of the three, but that's not saying much because like I love all three of them. All three are in my top 128. Just number 2 is probably like on the lower end, but still, like it's an amazing character. I'm a huge Keanu Reeves fan also, so yeah, I'll go with John Wick, and also shout out to the way that they did the action too. Like that is amazing. So yeah, John Wick 2.
Yeah,
Zaddeus?
I haven't seen the post, but that's because I'm just not myself. I'm not the biggest Spielberg fan overall, but so I never really wanted to see it. And when it comes to again, I like Keanu Reeves, but this character of John Wick, like, it's been amazing for him, and I think he's been great in it so far. Yes, he doesn't do a lot in it, but the way the movie franchise as a whole, in each of these movies, he's a character that you like and you want to see kick some ass. And while I do agree, this may be the least favorite amount of the three that's been released so far. However, I think this one helped set up the world a lot more, which made number 3 hit so hard. So it's going John Wick Chapter 2.
Yeah, and I kind of think maybe like in a different world, maybe Keanu Reeves might not be held in like such high regard as a great actor, but he picks the best projects that are like
Yes, he does.
like really amazing. So yeah, it works. But Malcolm,
yeah, I mean, John Wick 2 is probably my least favorite of the trilogy as well. And I mean, I actually do enjoy the post. I'm one of those ones that, like, while I do like action movies, as I discovered recently when I did the ranking episodes on drama, I really like my drama movies. So I really enjoyed the post. It was just a really good drama. And just because I feel bad about voting against one of Tom Hanks's characters a couple rounds ago, I'm going to vote for the post.
yeah. Well,
Pay back with the circle.
Before we move on, I gotta say, Tinder. Our girls write first. Come on, guys. Right? I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, they do have that on Tinder. I mean, that's true.
Yeah. The porn bots in the chat again. But that's how you know you've made it if they flood your chat. But Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, and I'll keep this one short and simple. Haven't seen the post, so I'll go with John Wick 2.
Yeah, and Richard's here, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, I'm insanely late. That took way longer than I thought it was going to.
No, you're good, man.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, I totally forgot when we were like asking Richie in the chat. They told me he had a trivia match. I totally like should have remembered that, which I forgot about. But
Yeah, you're good. Just don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be the loneliest mark, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Austin, you were.
The post is boring. I it's well made. There's good, performances and stuff, but yeah, I mean, these whole like journalism movies, I mean, I've seen way better movies like Spotlight or even Zodiac, like, movies that are kind of like that. I don't think Spielberg's really knocked my socks off for me personally since like War of the Worlds. And it's unfortunate because I really like him as a director, but even The Fabelmans just recently I have mixed feelings on. So John Wick, like saying it's like my least favorite John Wick movie is like still saying like my least favorite awesome, amazing movie in my collection. You know what I mean? Like, it's still great. Like it's not like a bad comment. You know what I mean? Because it's like that bar is so high that it's like the least one is still better than most movies that come out that year. So John Wick.
Yeah.
Richie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had this conversation. The post is, I prefer Steven Spielberg's blockbuster stuff. I think the post kind of bored me. I don't know. I wish he'd go back to the blockbuster stuff, but I guess he just, it's just kind of his thing. But yeah, like John Wick 2, it's probably the lesser of the three, but it's still very good. Very fun. and it recognized Ruby Rose's acting ability by making her mute. Which is good. So, I'll go John Wick 2.
Yeah. John Wick.
She's really great when she's just signing. It's awesome. She's using her hands.
Yeah. Very good with her hands.
Next
All
up,
right.
we have Bright up against all the money in the world.
All right.
All right. So actually, it's good timing, Richie, because we're back at the bottom of the ladder, so you can go first. Actually, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Like all the money in the world is was decent, but I think it got more attention just because of the Kevin Spacey thing. Like the Christopher Plummer thing, as opposed to an actual movie. Like, and it's weird that like Christopher Plummer still got nominated. That's odd. And anyway. And then Bright's decent. It's all right. Like I understand, like it's pretty divisive. Just because it's more a movie and one I'd probably go back to more. I'd go Bright, but yeah, it's not like I'm not passionate either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I remember I've never seen the All the Money in the World because of everything that was going on, and Bright was all right. But it helps that it was free to watch. So it was nothing that made me angry that I sat down and wasted. Didn't feel like I wasted an hour and a half or 2 hours with it. I thought it was just a fun, interesting little imaginative version of LA. So that's cool. Bright.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm.
Yeah, I really didn't like Bright. I mean, I wanted to like it because I like Will Smith and all that. But it just didn't work for me. I haven't seen All the Money in the World, so I'm going to hesitantly just go Bright.
Yeah, sure. Jacob.
Well, I've never seen Bright. I've seen All of the Money in the World, and I think the performances in it are pretty good. The story, it's hostage story. We've seen that done before. Ransom, we've seen that done before. But it's decent. It was worth the watch. I enjoyed it, so I'll go with All the Money in the World.
Yeah. Austin.
I've kind of seen Bright. My ex had it on the TV, and I was like doing something else, and so I've seen it like in the background. I remember like looking up every now and then, being like, is that a monster? Like, what is he doing? What is this? R.I.P.D. Like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
I thought it was like the same movie. Whatever. All the Money in the World is also kind of whatever. So this is kind of a passable round for me. But I'll go All the Money in the World because I'm more likely to watch that again than a kind of Netflix movies, man. Most of them suck. Can we just agree that like most of Netflix movies blow? Like straight to Netflix. Like as far as straight to Netflix movies, not all of them, but like most of them kind of blow.
Most of them. Well, Netflix. I think it is like their main concern is just getting new subscribers, and I don't think they're considered.
Most of them have like a
concerned
good
with
premise.
like making amazing movies.
Most of them have like a good premise, but they don't do anything with it, and then they're just kind of cranked out. I don't know.
I think it depends on the genre with Netflix.
Maybe.
Yeah. I would say Netflix has had some okay series, but maybe movies not.
I think the bad movies on Netflix are promoted really heavily to the point where where like the good ones are kind of buried. We had to find them.
Yeah, but like for me, like I guess I kind of understand why people didn't like Bright, but not that much because I actually liked it. I had a fun time with it. I'm a big Joel Edgerton fan too, and I really like what he did with this character. I thought it was a really unique and creative and fun idea. So yeah, I actually like really liked it. So I'll defend it. I think that it's fun, and I never saw All the Money in the World. I just remember it being heavily marketed because you had all the trailers coming out with Kevin Spacey first, and then all the controversy went down, and they had to do a whole new marketing campaign to just wipe him clean, So yeah, like it was pretty interesting how it worked. I remember like a kidnapping movie, but then they both say like they don't care that their son got kidnapped or whatever. They're not gonna come after him or like whatever. It's a rich guy, so yeah. But we'll give it to Bright, I think.
All right.
So
Wasn't there supposed to be a sequel? Whatever happened to that?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it got caught up.
Will
I think
Smith
it got caught up-
controversy.
Yeah, it got caught up.
Yeah, Will Smith
Never mind. As of April 21st, 2022, which was right after the Oscars, Bright 2, Will Smith sequel, no longer in development at Netflix. Big surprise.
Yeah, surprise. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think once it's kind of blown over, they may revisit it.
probably
Who
so.
knows?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
so
It's already-
Bright's moving on.
Yeah, Bright, 42.
It's already heavily blown over, so I reckon they'll probably announce it soon.
Yeah. We'll see.
But we have got The Greatest Showman up against Mudbound.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Zaddeus.
I enjoyed I enjoyed the performance of everybody in The Greatest Showman. I've heard things about the movie afterwards, but I thought the performance was great. I thought the songs were definitely great. So yeah, going The Greatest Showman.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
Mudbound is actually one of those Netflix movies that is decent. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember actually liking it. But that being said, I like The Greatest Showman a lot more. While the person that Hugh Jackman is playing, P.T. Barnum, is just a really terrible person when you read up about him. His portrayal, like the movie itself is good, and I think they do a good job of making this like real life person actually seem somewhat likable, and so yeah, I'm gonna go Greatest Showman.
Yeah. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
I haven't seen Mudbound. I love The Greatest Showman. I will put that movie on whenever, and not just because Hugh Jackman's in it. He's one of my favorite actors. I genuinely think the music is great, and the performances from all the characters around him are really good as well. So, The Greatest Showman.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
Well, I was going to tell you something about Mudbound, Jordan. The head of it's kind of a race, movie, and it's like a white family versus a black family. You know who the head of the white family is? It's one of your favorite actors, Jason Clarke.
Oh yeah, Jason Clarke. Oh, no,
so I'm sure you'll be skipping that movie now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen The Greatest Showman, and I think Jacob and I have talked about this. It's a musical that I can actually get into. I'm okay with it, like for the most part, other than the one song they play at my work every day, the Rewrite the Star song, which is terrible. Out of all the songs they pick to play at my job over and over again, they play that one. Like, it's horrible. So, but yeah, it's still a pretty solid movie. I enjoyed it. So, Greatest Showman.
Yeah. Yeah, like I wonder if they have that like on Spotify, so the Publix playlist or something, you know?
Oh, they do.
They
do. I know the people promote it on the Facebook page, and I'm like, wwhy would you listen to your work songs outside of work when you have to hear them every day? I don't understand that logic at all.
Yeah, that's funny, but yeah, like here's your next movie star, Jason Clarke. Apparently, I don't know. He's in a lot of stuff. I'm not a big fan. I'm not going to say like he's
a nice
terrible.
guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
You could have a cup of coffee with him.
Sure, he's a nice guy. I just don't really. He doesn't really.
Come on, he is the definitive John Connor. Don't you know that, guys? Come on, he's the John Connor. He's my John Connor. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm sure y'all already forgot about that. I brought that up. Y'all are probably like, "Oh yeah, he was John Connor, wasn't he?"
Yeah, right.
So
very forgettable. But yeah, The Greatest Showman was a movie that was a little late to, and it just kind of looked like a movie that wasn't really up my alley. And I'm not a huge musical person. And I'm just kind of like this, like doesn't really seem like it would interest me. But actually, after seeing it though, like it's actually pretty good. Like the music's pretty catchy, and Hugh Jackman's great. Zac Efron is kind of a great kind of like supporting role there, and Zendaya too. Kind of like I feel like maybe running the show of the whatever you want to call it, the freak show or whatever they call it in the circus. I don't know if that's the appropriate name for it, but I think that's kind of what they called it. So yeah, and yeah, I've not seen Mudbound, so I'll vote for The Greatest Showman. So yeah,
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these. But yeah, like I'm more than I guess I'm wasn't a fan of the Greatest Showman trailers when they came out, and I'm not a fan of like I guess everyone has a likable aspect to their personality, but yeah, if you read about P.T. Barnum, he's a bit of a piece of shit. So
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm more likely to watch Mudbound because it's got Jason Clarke in it. Yay!
Yay! Zaddeus.
How
Zaddeus went first.
yeah,
So
how
okay.
you mess up spoiling that Jason Clarke is John Connor? That's so stupid.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
no, but not even the fact, that is the fact that he's the Terminator. And you know, if you're saying a spoiler, you're welcome. I saved you from saying Terminator Genesis, Mr.
Yeah.
Bell.
Jenny Smith. Yeah.
So stupid.
The Justice League against
Justice League. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck off, Justice League.
Yeah, we just wanted to put it in here just to see if anyone maybe likes it.
Oh my god! Is anybody gonna vote for it?
Justice League, get out.
None of her get out. Yeah.
Well, not the Zack Snyder version. Get the fuck out of here. Get out.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, put it through.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Eventually
I
really
would
bad
say
movie.
technically, Zack Snyder's name was still on the credits. I'm pretty sure, but
We claim this one is for Jason, not Zack Snyder.
No, yeah, let's claim one for Zach on this one. So get out.
Yeah.
Molly's game up against Mandy.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That's a tough one, Malcolm.
And his first Malcolm. Okay.
Damn it!
Yeah, I still never got around to seeing Mandy. It's definitely one that I really still want to check out. But Molly's Game is just a really amazing movie. And yeah, I mean, I watched it for the first time when we were doing Idris Elba movies, and it's just one of those ones that I didn't expect to love it as much as I do. But yeah, unfortunately, I've got to go Molly's Game on this.
Yeah. Jacob.
I haven't actually seen either of these. These are probably two of the bigger blind spots from 2017 for me. For me, it's which one would I want to go to first? And it's probably Mandy, Nick Cage.
Yeah. Sounds good. Austin.
This is tough, man, because I really like Mandy. But yeah, I also watched Molly's Game when I was on his rank up for Idris Elba, and that was one I missed in theaters. Watched it for that. Loved Molly's Game. That was probably like one of my favorite little discoveries around that time. I thought it was really, really good. Really well written. Idris is great in it. Yeah, Jessica Chastain's great. You know what? Just because Molly's Game probably won't come up a lot of tournament fights, and we'll see Mandy again on our Keanu Reeves versus Nick Cage tournament. I'll give it to Molly's Game. Give it some love.
Yeah. So these are both pretty recent watches for me. I watched Mandy maybe like 2 months ago or so for the first time, and Molly's Game I watched today for the first time to prep for this. So, and I'd seen the first like 15 minutes of Molly's Game, but then I just had some other stuff going on. I didn't get to finishing it, so I finally did, and yeah, that Molly's Game is really, really good. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I wasn't sure if I was going to like the ending, and then like how it actually ends up. I'm like, all right, that's actually like pretty satisfying. So, and Mandy's just like interesting because there's part of this movie that I love. Like finally, when Nick Cage goes on his revenge stuff, like that's when it gets freaking awesome. The stuff before is kind of like, I don't know, like it's kind of all over the place. Like it's just kind of like a weird and like really unique vibe to it. And I'm kind of like half in, half out. I'm kind of like, I don't know, like I kind of like it, but it's kind of like really weird and demonic for me. But yeah, but I think here they're probably to give it to Molly's Game, and also shout out Idris Elba too. Yeah, like he's definitely one of the standouts
That one monologue he gives in the interrogation room is so good. Like there's one part where he gives like this monologue where he just is like, "What the fuck are we doing here?" Basically, like this, like when he breaks it down, like he's really really good. Like he's awesome.
Like where he's really giving like the defense for
Molly,
for Molly, it's like really good, So, but Richie. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm beginning to be convinced that Idris Elba is not bad in anything. He's one of my favorite actors now. I think he's just a very solid actor. And
he's just had a couple of poor decisions as far as the movies he's been in here and there, Here
and there, but like he's always been okay in them.
Dark Tower and some of those,
he's so good in Molly's Game. Michael Cera is good in Molly's Game, which I never thought of. And Mandy's really good too, but just because Molly's Game's in my 128, I will go Molly's Game.
And if you watch Molly's Game and you really pay close attention, there's some fun little character actors that'll show up too that you'll recognize from different things too. So and I noticed that. So, but Zaddeus,
and it's funny to hear some of the stories about Molly's Game and who some of these actors are portraying and stuff, which I thought was great. But yeah, Molly's Game is a fun movie and good movie. I think Jessica Chastain was amazing. I hadn't seen her too much. I didn't see this movie in 17. I think I saw this in 19 maybe. But I just think she's one of those actresses that I've learned to like a lot more lately. And so I'm definitely going Molly's Game. Haven't seen Mandy yet, and from what I hear, it's a fun, crazy movie, but definitely going Molly's Game with this one.
Yeah.
All right, Molly's Game.
Well, yeah.
Isn't Michael Cera supposed to be Tobey Maguire?
So he's supposed to be like an amalgamation of Tobey Maguire and like two other people. Like there's supposed to be a couple of other anonymous celebrities. He's kind of mashed into one. Kind of.
Well, it's funny. Like they never say his name, but when he showed up, like he's about to say like hi, my name's, and then they stop and they're like, I know who you are.
Yeah,
I think he's credited
as like Player X or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, we've got A Bad Mum's Christmas up against Last Flag Flying.
Oh man. All right.
Last Flag Flying. I lost a trivia match on that fucking movie trying to think of that title. I was like, fucking flag around the other flag. Fly the flag. I was like,
soaring in the air.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is that?
Flapping it in the wind.
Yeah, because I knew what it was because of the cast. Like they ran all the cast. I was like, fucking flying flag, not flags of our fathers, brothers flag. It's like, what the hell is that movie called? I swear you could have put a gun to my head. I would have never pulled that title. Damn that movie, Jacob.
Haven't seen either of these. I'm tempted to vote for A Bad Mom's Christmas because of, 'tis the season. But the one that I would probably watch first is Last Flag Flying. So I'll go with that one.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
Yeah, Bad Mom's Christmas is another one I've seen by proxy because of my ex putting it on the TV and me half paying attention to it. So I've kind of half seen it. And I have seen Last Flag Flying, even though I couldn't pull the damn title during that one trivia match. But yeah, I think I rented it from like a Redbox or something because Steve Groh was on my radar at the time just for good stuff. And it's a pretty solid little movie. Yeah, good cast, good little flick, and I'm much more likely to watch again over the Bad Mom stuff. So yeah, I'll go Last Flag Flying.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll remember that for a future match.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, I have not seen Last Flag Flying. It looks like an interesting kind of war movie with a solid cast, but I have seen A Bad Mom's Christmas, and actually I like it. I don't love it. Like I think that it's a solid, I don't know, like a 6.5 out of 10 for me. Like it's solid. Like it's not bad, but and I do think that the Bad Mom's Christmas is better than the first Bad Moms. I do like it better. I kind of dig Mila Kunis and Catherine Hahn the best. Kristen Bell has a line or two that's funny, and then she's kind of like, I don't care for her character the rest of the movie. But yeah, so I'll vote for Bad Mom's Christmas. Yeah. Richie?
Weirdly enough, it's not. I think in Australia and New Zealand, it's not called A Bad Mom's Christmas. It's just Bad Moms 2.
Oh, weird.
Don't know why. It just is. But yeah, I remember.
It's like Christmas. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I had fun with Bad Moms Christmas. I actually think probably the standout of the movie was actually Susan Sarandon, which is really funny. I think they're doing a movie about the Bad Moms. So I don't know.
Wow.
Is it just going to be called the Bad Moms?
Bad Moms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you like
Bad
eventually you
grandmoms.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, you go back a century and go Bad Moms.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And but yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, obviously, like Mila Kunis is pretty good at comedy, and yeah, Catherine Hahn and Kristen Bell play the character as well. I haven't seen Last Flag Flying, but I'll probably watch it eventually. So I'll go Bad Moms Christmas.
Yeah. Was Z?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Hasn't seen either of these, but Bad Moms kind of made me was not a fan of that movie, so that made me not want to continue the series. And I just seen that Steve Carell, Lawrence Fishburne, and Bryan Cranston is in Last Flash Flying. I think I'm gonna go with that
See,
one.
that fucking movie's a tongue twister. That's why I couldn't remember it.
It
It doesn't sound like a real title.
Last flag flying.
Last Flash Flying. Yeah. So
Flash,
we'll go
flash,
with that
flag flying. Yeah.
At least it's not Fast Flash Flying.
Yeah. Fast flags. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, Malcolm.
I can confirm in New Zealand it was known as a Bad Mums Christmas, so it might have just been Australia. But yeah, I really did enjoy the first Bad Mums, and I also, I mean, I don't hate this Christmas video. I haven't seen Last
See what I mean? See, I fucking told you.
but just so we don't have to do, I'm just going to vote Bad Mums Christmas to stop laughing.
Yeah.
Well, we actually have a tie, so it's not
Yeah.
set yet. So we have our first one of the night, Richie. So you'll kick us off with a tiebreaker.
Well, yeah, I guess because I haven't seen Last Flag Flying, and I don't want to keep saying that in case I
That's
say
fair.
some other
Yeah.
that you shouldn't. Accidentally,
Mom's
so Bad
Christmas.
Mom's Christmas.
Let's give us a headache. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That is the end of
All
that
right.
side.
All right.
All right. Let's
Put that one
jump
to
to
one
the
side.
side.
Not
Yep.
too bad.
Maybe we'll crank up the pace just a tad since we kind of started late, so just a tad.
Yeah.
But we'll get through it. All right.
Yeah.
So Disaster Artist.
And Murder on the Orient Express.
Was it called The Detective? In
Yeah.
somewhere else?
I think that was just one of the
Character
character
poster?
posters that they do.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, I'm up first. Yeah, I'm not into these Murder on the Orient Express movies. I know they're making a third one called like A Haunting in Venice. We'll talk about it on our anticipated. I'm not into it. But yeah, I really like Disaster Artist. I love The Room. So when they actually made a kind of movie about the dude who wrote the book about it, like I thought that was great. And say what you will about James Franco, but he makes a great Tommy Wiseau in the movie. He's awesome. The whole cast is good. And yeah, I really like that movie. So I'll go Disaster Artist.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm having a hard time like figuring out what, like which actor did which cancelable offense and what they did, and which one's worse than the other, and which one needs to be canceled, which one is actually redeemable here. I don't know if James Franco is. I can't remember what he did, but so who knows? But I did like the movie though. The Disaster Artist, like there, it was a lot of fun, and yeah, just seeing a movie made about one of the worst like fun bad movies ever made, I thought was really cool, and I thought there was a pretty solid crew to do it. And yeah, the Murder on the Orient Express, I thought that it was fine. Like I didn't like have anything like for or against it. Like I do love a good murder mystery, but I'm kind of more, I don't know, just not like into this one. I guess because there's a lot of other murder mysteries I do like, and it's fine. So I haven't run out to see, is it Murder on the Nile? Is that what that one's called or whatever? That's not,
Death on the Nile. Yeah.
Death on the Nile. Yeah. So I haven't seen it yet, but I probably will see it eventually because I want to. I eventually want to see the one that's coming out this next year at some point, but it's not like high on my list. So I'll go the Disaster Artist. Richie.
Yeah, I don't mind the Murder on Orient Express movies, but like they're okay. But like, I mean, if I was an actor, I'd I'll definitely take the role to do these movies just because you get to go on extravagant holidays. Like we're going to Venice this time. We're going I know that the actual places that landscape looks great. But yeah, and then these movies are fine. But yeah, like Murder on the Orient Express was good. It's all right. It's kind of slow plotting, so if you're not really a fan of them, you're not gonna like this movie. And then we're not talking about Death on the Nile, but Death on the Nile, man, it probably takes about an hour before anything gets going. It's just it takes a while to get me into it. But yeah, Disaster Artist is really fun, and yeah, Disaster Artist is really fun. I love Disaster Artist, and yeah, I think James Franco performance in it was fantastic, and yeah, so I'll go Disaster Artist.
Yeah, what Richie was talking about with Death on the Nile, that movie was a little rough this past year. So, but I didn't mind Murder on the Orient Express. I thought it was pretty fine, and I've never seen the Disaster Artist or The Room. Never really wanted to see either of the movies. So, going with Murder.
Malcolm?
Yeah, I mean, I believe that if I still believe that if it wasn't for all the
My
controversy,
internet's
and I think
like cutting out. I have no idea what's even happening. But anyways,
I got it. I got it, Jordan. If you can hear me, just worry about it. I'll run it for a second if you need to fix it, Malcolm.
yeah,
sure,
yeah, I believe if it wasn't for the James Franco controversy, I believe he would have been nominated for Best Actor for the Disaster Artist because I think he was great in the role. And yeah, I mean, I love my murder mysteries. And I do like Murder on the Orient Express a little bit more than Disaster, so I'm going to go Murder on the Orient Express.
All right, Jacob.
I've never seen Murder on the Orient Express. I think the Disaster Artist is a really fun movie. Both Francos are really good in it, as well as all the other actors in it. Seth Rogen, I'm not gonna list all of them actually. That'd be, but I'll go with the Disaster Artist because I've seen it and I enjoy it.
All right, Disaster Artist will move on to the next round.
Yeah.
And we'll
Right.
That scene where he has to. He gets that job at Malcolm in the Middle, and then Tommy Wiseau forces him to, to shave or whatever. I was like, oh, yeah, it always got me. I was like,
yeah, nice.
All right, we've got Despicable Me 3 versus Anna and the Apocalypse.
Okay, Jordan.
All right, so I'm closing out one last tab. There we go. Yeah, so I have not seen Anna and the Apocalypse. It looks kind of interesting. I mean, it looks like a musical that has to do with zombies and stuff. But so on paper, it sounds fun, but I haven't seen it. But Despicable Me 3, I actually like because it's not a Minions movie. It's not someone where they're like putting the Minions front and center. The Minions are just side characters, and I think the Minions can be fun when they're just side characters and then just do like a supporting thing. They just pop in, do something funny for a scene or two, and then they pop out and they're kind of in and out. So I like that. I like my Minions in small doses because I had to work at a movie theater during one of the Minions movies, and oh my gosh, like that like whatever language, half Spanish, half French, half whatever they're like speaking, and it's just like awful. And then I had to go clean up theaters, and they had a post credit scene where they're singing like a Beatles song, and it's just I couldn't take it. So, but just because it's a smaller doses, and I haven't seen Anna and the Apocalypse. I'll vote Despicable Me 3. Sure.
Banana.
Yeah. Banana. I actually have a shirt of that because someone bought it for me. But yeah. But Richie.
yeah. I tried to watch Anna and the Apocalypse. I really just realized it's not for me. I'm not a huge musical guy in the first place, and yeah, I don't know. This just didn't grab me. Despicable Me 3 is probably the lesser of the three, but I still had fun. And it's weird seeing Trey Parker do a voice. I just see South Park in my head, but like he was good at it. Yeah. So and they're still fun movies. It's just, but this is the lesser of the three. So I'll go Despicable Me 3.
Yeah. Zaddeus?
Yeah. Despicable Me 3 for me also.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Yeah. Ironically, a musical about zombies sums up Enter the Apocalypse perfectly. I watched Enter the Apocalypse the first time when we did uh, Christmas Horror, and it's a really good movie. I really like it. Despicable Me 3, I really don't like. I think the minions got like, even though they're side characters, they got really annoying in the 3.
They're still annoying.
I just really couldn't stand them a lot. But I'm gonna go Enter in the Apocalypse.
Yeah. Well, Jacob.
Another easy one because I have not seen Anna in the Apocalypse, and I get some enjoyment out of Despicable Me 3. I kind of like all three of them. Say what you want. I kind of enjoy the Minions movies as well, but I can understand why some people would think they are not good leading characters. I get that, but I enjoy them. So Despicable Me 3.
Well, Austin.
Yeah, I like the Despicable Me movies. It's one of the better, sort of animated franchises I could take and dig. And not so much the Minions movies. I like them when they're side characters, just in the lab, with Gru and stuff, and we just go to them every now and then. I'm fine with that. And yeah, I did watch Ant the Apocalypse for our Christmas horror episode. I skimmed through the songs. I skipped them because I'm not a musicals guy. I just watched the zombie scenes and they were fine. I mean, I voted. I said yes on it on the episode because it was better made than some of the other stuff that was available for nomination. So I said yes to it. But yeah, I'll vote Despicable Me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be Despicable Me. Moving on.
Maybe if Wolfman was here so I could see his reaction about Enter the Apocalypse losing because Despicable Me 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Baby Driver up against Happy Death
Happy
Day.
Death. Well, that's hard.
Ooh, yeah, this one is hard.
That's a hard one. Okay. Well, Richie, it's a hard one, and you're here, so
I
you get to go
thought that's
first.
me. Yeah. Look, yeah, Baby Driver's great. Yeah, it's really fun. The obviously the soundtrack's amazing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's yeah. I go back to it a lot. Yeah, but Happy Death Day, yeah, it sort of took the the time Groundhog Day thing and turned it on its head, and I think it's a real fun movie. Yeah, a great horror movie. Just because I don't know, I might go back to this more. So I'm just gonna go Happy Death Day because I think it's really good.
Yeah. Zaddeus.
Yo, Baby Driver is a good, fun movie. Just so that about 2 years ago, during this whole pandemic thing, that was great. But never since 2012, when I saw Pitch Perfect, completely just had no expectations going to see that movie, and I ended up loving it. Have I had experience with another movie that I did with Happy Death Day? This was just a run-of-the-mill movie. I just decided, I got nothing to do today. Let's just go to the movies. I chained my movies together. I saw Happy Death Day. I was amazed by it. I thought it was hilarious. That was great. This Happy Death Day to you, it disappointed me a little bit but that's a different story. But I love this movie a lot. I thought it was clever and just I watch this probably every year since this came out, at least once a year. So Happy Death Day, 100%.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, Baby Driver is probably the last good Kevin Spacey movie that he's done. But
It's the last movie. It's kind of the last big thing he did.
Yeah.
Until he got
was a joke.
Shut up, Malcolm. Anyway, just talk.
I see it. Took me a minute, to get it, yeah.
But anyway, I mean, I love it. I think it's good, but it's just unfortunate it had to go up against Happy Death Day. I actually rewatched Happy Death Day for this because I hadn't seen it since it came out, and it's just a good movie. It's one of those premises that I went in not expecting much from. So yeah, I'm gonna go Happy Death Day.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, Happy Death Day was quite the surprise because it's a horror Groundhog Day. Okay, cool. and then did it extremely well. But I'm gonna go Baby Driver here. I think this movie is really good. The performances from everybody on that poster worked really well, and the way like Edgar Wright was able to like make music almost its own character was incredible. So I'm gonna go with Baby Driver.
Yeah. Well, Austin. Oh no! Is the song you gotta wake up to? gotta wake up every day to that.
No. I don't have to wake up every day.
Hey, it's your birthday.
I just thought it was funny that in all the marketing materials, it was playing 50 Cent in the club, and then you go see the movie, and it was like this other. Goofy,
Yeah, it's
like,
not.
birthday
It's
Yeah,
song.
100%.
Yeah.
Bubba's not in that movie.
But not that I hated the little jingle because it's like, hey, it's my birthday, and I gotta pick up the phone. Like I was like, all right, that's not bad. So yeah.
We'll just send that to Wolfman tomorrow. It's his birthday tomorrow. So
Yeah. I have a very similar story to Zaddeus where it was like that the Thursday night or whatever it was coming out. I wasn't tired. Like usually I was doing overnights at the time, so I was usually tired, but I wasn't working that night, and like I was still awake. So I was like, you know what, that movie looks kind of silly and stupid, but it's a horror movie. I'll go see it. And like it ended up being one of the biggest surprises of the year. Like I thought it was great, and I had a lot of fun with it. And yeah, Baby Driver is good. I did rewatch it fairly recently, like about a year ago. Still like probably fourth favorite, Edgar Wright movie for me. So I'll actually also go Happy Death Day. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I'm in the same boat with you guys too. Like I was the same way. I just put it on, like just thinking it was gonna be maybe just like some other generic horror movie. Yeah, and this movie blew me away. It blew me away so much that it's in my top 128 movies of all time. This movie is great, and like I still want to see Jessica Roth or Rothy, however you say her name. I want to see her in some other things because I wonder like she's really that great of an actress, or if she just was in a movie with some really good writing that just made her shine, kind of thing. So
No, she's probably a
yeah.
good actress. Some people, even if they get a good role, you'd be surprised. Some people just can't.
Yeah, like
capitalize on.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she kills it in like most things she's in. But yeah. So, and I'm also a fan of the second one. I don't like it as much, but I still do like it. But the first one just blew me away. This movie's so much fun. This is like a movie that I probably watch on rotation at least once a year for sure. I'll be coming back to. But the thing is same with Baby Driver though. Like Baby Driver is great too. That soundtrack's really really solid. Like I download the Tequila remix that's in there that really had me dancing and stuff because a Tequila I can play that song on the piano. It's one of the few things I remember from when I took piano lessons as a kid. Like I don't remember too much else, but I know to play Tequila and like that movie just gets like really intense. Like halfway through it becomes like a revenge movie of just Ansel Elgort just going after Kevin Spacey, Jamie Foxx, and at the end he's going toe to toe with the John Hamm. There's some really cool visuals, some really cool kills and stuff. So it's tough. Like I think both of these probably deserve to be in the championship, but they got to go up against each other. So I'll just go with Happy Death Day because Baby Driver didn't quite make my top 128, but Happy Death Day did. So yeah.
Happy Death Day, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tequila's a good karaoke song.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, just looking at Jessica Roth's filmography for a second, one of her upcoming movies, maybe Royal's going to be a horror version of Boy Meets World, but it's called Boy Kills World.
Interesting. That'd be weird, but like Tequila would be a weird karaoke song. So all you gotta say is the word tequila. That's like all you say.
That was the joke.
yeah, I was gonna say that'd be like an awkward one.
Hey, somebody used that for their America's Got Talent.
I know that guy went viral because he did it.
Oh
at
yeah,
a
that's
place,
right.
And
I
then
remember
he
seeing
snuck
that.
his way onto that thing, like kind of as like a joke, and then he did it on that show. Yeah, there's a guy who had like a viral video about that.
We're doing some karaoke for my family Christmas party on a Friday. I should just go up and do tequila.
Yeah, you can just stand there. You can look at your phone. You can just and then every now and then you just look up and go tequila.
Tequila, yeah.
Anyway, next up we've got Marshall up against Valerian in the city of a whatever log title.
Whatever the fuck that's called.
Oh, then I'm gonna vote for Valerian we could just put Marshall through.
No,
I
that movie has a good
I
first
kinda
10
feel
minutes and then it falls off a cliff.
Yeah.
What's it going up against? I can't even see.
Marshall,
Oh,
the
the Mar-
Chadwick Boseman movie.
the Chadwick
Yeah.
Boseman Marshall biopic.
The Thurgood
Oh,
Marshall.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I haven't seen either, but actually, I have. Valerian is very pretentious Luc Besson movie, and I don't know what Dane DeHaan's doing in the movie. And Rihanna has a weird
Yeah.
role. Yeah.
What's her name's kind of hot in the movie, the lead actress, but that's
Cara.
about all I got from her.
Cara Delevingne.
Yeah, Cara Delevingne, yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, we can just move on.
But
Save some time.
funnily enough, I thought this was one Jordan was going to advocate for because when I sent him the list, he pointed out that I didn't have Valerian on the list.
Yeah. I was just trying to be a
agree.
completionist and like make sure we don't like consider everything, I guess.
But we've got Brawl and Cell Block 99 up against Brigsby Bear.
Ooh.
Mm.
Z.
Oh man, this is interesting.
I've never heard of Brawl and Cell Block 99, and I've heard of
Ooh.
Brigsby Bear, but part of me is wondering if this is the movie. Is Mark Strong in this movie? Brigsby Bear?
No.
No, Mark
Okay, so
Hamill.
Okay, so never mind. It's not the movie I was thinking about with Sacha Baron Cohen and Mark Strong. So
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
oh, Mark Hamill's okay.
Yeah.
I think the movie you're thinking of, Z-Man, is Grimsby.
That's
Yeah.
That's what it is. I was about to say hell no to that one, but
Brigsby Bear and Grimsby. Yeah.
yeah, I guess I'll go Brigsby Bear because at least I've heard of it. But yeah,
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I actually watched Brawl and Cell Block 99 yesterday for the first time. It's actually a surprising Vince Vaughn movie that I never knew about until this. And I think this was one of the ones that Wolfman told me that came out this year to put on the list. But yeah, it's an all right movie. I enjoyed it enough. I haven't seen Brigsby Bear yet, so I'm going to go Brawl and Cell Block 99.
Yeah. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
This matchup sucks because I would totally love to see both these movies move on because I think Brigsby Bear is really good, but I think Brawl and Cell Block 99 is fantastic. I think Vince Vaughn is incredible as kind of this guy who just wants to protect his wife while in jail. I won't say much because it sounds like some people haven't seen it. But yeah, he's really good. And yeah, it's a different movie for Vince Vaughn than I was used to seeing because I know he's done more serious stuff, but at the time I wasn't like a huge Vince Vaughn fan, so I was just like whatever comedies he was in. Yeah, I like the Owen Wilson Vince Vaughn team ups; those were fine, but I didn't really watch anything else. But like, man, he shows a serious side and he does it really well. So I'm gonna go with Brawl and Cell Block 99.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I have seen both these movies. Brawl and Cell Block 99 is the guy who did Bone Tomahawk. That's Craig Zeller. It's a pretty brutal movie. I feel like this and Freaky are the only two movies that have actually used Vince Vaughn's size like to his advantage in movies. You know what I mean? Like not a lot of movies exploit like how big he actually is in real life. Other than this, but Brigsby Bear, I saw on an airplane. I had heard little bits about it on like podcasts, and then I immediately, when I was home with me and my ex, I was like, "We have to sit down and watch this movie. It's great." I don't even really want to tell anybody who hasn't seen it what the premise is, other than like there's a guy, Kyle Mooney, who's obsessed with his kids show. That's all I want to tell you, because like there's some twists and turns in the movie that will kind of blow your mind, and it's really, really good. Like you will not regret watching it. So I want to champion Brigsby Bear. I think that movie's fantastic. So I'm gonna vote for it.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. Like, if I would have had time for one more movie, I would have watched Brigsby Bear. I just didn't get around to it, which is sad because like I'm a huge Kyle Mooney fan. I was a fan of his before he was even on Saturday Night Live. If you go to his YouTube channel, just called Kyle, like he was able to like secure the channel just called Kyle, and he has some really hilarious awkward interviews that are just like so good. Me and my family will like quote lines from the interviews all the time. But and yeah, the cast looks solid. You have Andy Samberg popping up, Greg Kinnear, Mark Hamill, Beck Bennett, another SNL in there, Claire Danes, and Brawl in Cell Block 99. I actually watched it this morning for the first time, so I'm just fresh off of it. It's just one that I barely had enough time to squeeze in, and yeah, the movie's great. Like a really solid performance. Like I really dig when like people that are known for mostly comedic roles, then when they do something dramatic, like and they're actually good at it, and Vince Vaughn he's excellent at it, and yeah, the movie gets pretty brutal in parts, like it almost kind of hard to watch in a few parts, but like it's really good, and but the thing is though, like I just want another excuse to watch Brigsby Bear though. So if it goes on to the championship, I can watch it before we get to the championship. Maybe watch it like tomorrow or something. So for that reason, I'm just gonna vote for Brigsby Bear. I think so yeah, because I want to see it. So yeah, but Richie.
That you know what, I respect that reason to vote for it. That's funny. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting reason to vote. But yeah, no, I haven't seen Brigsby Bear. Heard good things. I'll get around to it. Brawl and Soul Block 99 fucking rules. I love this movie. I love Vince Vaughn's performance. I think he should do more stuff where he's a badass. So I'll go Brawl and Soul Block 99.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we have a tie, and we will go to Zaddeus for the tiebreaker.
Ooh, what's it gonna be? You haven't seen either one, so
No, I haven't, but I will say this, and I know I chose Brigsby Bear before, but the way that some of y'all are talking about Brawl and Cellbot 99, I think I'm going to see that one first. So I'm going Brawl.
Oh,
right.
come on, man. Damn it.
I just put the script.
Austin was hoping for the potential Brigsby Bear versus Paddington battle in the championship.
yeah, right.
the better bear movie.
Yeah, well, we'll still find an excuse to watch this for something. I don't know. I'll make
Sorry,
it to
Jordy.
watch it. Yeah. yeah.
I would have been fine with either of those moving on.
Damn it.
Next up, we've got Going in Style.
What the fuck is that?
It's
the Morgan
kind of
Freeman,
a
Alan
Fast and the
Arkin.
Furious parody
What?
poster that
Like
I found.
Oh, the
Yeah, it's like
poster,
old. Yeah, it's old people.
I
It's
don't know
Morgan
what that
Freeman,
is.
Michael Caine, and Alan Arkin robbing a bank. I
Yeah.
believe they're robbing a bank.
That came
I think
out.
it's actually a remake.
Yeah, it's all right.
It was directed by Zach Braff, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
I'm
shouldn't
just
have told
going
me
out to
that, because now I know what I'm going to vote for.
I'm just going to go get Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman, the biopic of
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen either of these. But Going in Style kind of intrigues me. But that being said, I've always wanted to see Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman because I've always wanted to know about how he came up with the idea of doom. Because I know the concept of Wonder Woman started off as a lie detector test, and so I'm going to go Professor Marston.
Weird. That's a weird way to come up with a character, but yeah. But Jacob.
I haven't seen Professor Marston. I've seen Going in Style, and it's a fun comedy. Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, Alan Arkin as these three older guys who plan to rob a bank because their pensions are canceled. I had a fun time with it. Is it the best comedy? No. Do I have fun with it? I did. So I'll give it a vote.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have told me that Zach Braff directed that Going Style, because I hate Garden State and I don't want to watch anything he makes ever again. So I haven't seen Professor Marsden yet, but I'm much more likely to watch that over something Zach Braff directs.
Yeah.
Have you seen Ted Lasso, Austin?
I don't have Apple TV.
Okay. I was about to say Zach Braff directed one episode of that, and it's actually pretty good. So.
Yeah, I was just looking at the
Cool.
at like his filmography. He hasn't done much, but there's nothing I like either. I think Garden State has like a good soundtrack of its time. It's very like early 2000s, but I haven't seen either one of these movies though, and neither one of them interests me. So pass.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have to
That's
vote even if you
Yeah.
haven't seen the movies.
Yeah, I'll give it to
You're
Going
wrong.
in Style because of I don't know. I'll just vote for it. Sure. Richie.
I haven't forgiven Zach Braff for not like after Garden State. He did a GoFundMe for a movie called Wish You Were Here, which is shit. First of all, you don't need a
Yeah.
GoFundMe.
Oh
You
my
don't need.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can fund that on your own. Yeah, don't blame the consumer if your movie shit. Anyway, but yeah. But in regards to these, I have seen Going in Style. Look, it's a fun, cute movie. I think like if you, it'd be a good like if you paired this movie with something like Las Vegas, if you heard of that movie, and maybe like Bucket List. It's a good trilogy of you know, old people living out having fun to their last remaining days kind of movies. And this is sort of like that, and old people ripping off the government. Well, how adorable. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll go.
Sure.
The old people were ripped off by the government.
I mean, the funny thing
Yeah.
about all three movies you mentioned, all three of them has Morgan Freeman.
I was thinking the same thing, Malcolm. Like, wait, Malcolm, what are you feeling?
Yeah. Well, speaking of these
actually
old
more
people movies, though, is that we do have a bucket list tournament coming up. That's going to be Morgan Freeman versus Jack Nicholson, so that'll be interesting.
I'm actually
like
interested.
all their movies. Yeah.
I'm kind of now more interested in seeing Going in Style. Now I haven't seen either of these movies, but now the fact that I know Morgan Freeman is all three of these, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember the bucket list, but maybe he's killed everybody else that he's been working with, like in these movies, and maybe now he's playing a robber with Michael Caine and Alan Arkin. I'll create. I feel like I've created a better movie in my head than what I would be watching this movie. But again, I'm kind of cool with seeing these kooky movies. Las Vegas was just crazy. It was fun. It was just one of those fun movies. And Bucket List actually had some emotion into it, but of course, given the nature of the movie, I would see Going in Style just because of who's in it and because of the kookiness. I think will happen. In it. So Going in Style.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Going in Style. We'll take it.
The Going in Style. Yeah.
By default.
Yeah. Right. By default. Yeah. Basically.
Damn it! I was hoping to get Professor Marston in Wonder Woman representing Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was gonna get that far.
It's not gonna get that far, dude.
You'll get clobbered.
We've
Yeah.
got Columbus up against Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Columbus.
Okay.
Right,
Columbus. What is that movie?
Yeah.
I believe it is a John Cho movie.
So we just
That's been
moved
one of those
Guardians of the Galaxy, and who's seen
Wolfman.
Columbus?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
because I don't even know what Columbus is. So let's just put Guardians of the Galaxy 3
Yeah.
and we'll move
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. If we had Wolf
Yeah.
here, he might be able to explain himself. But
I mean,
Yeah,
if
I
none of
don't
us
know
have
what that
seen
is.
it, we're probably all going to give out Guardians anyway.
Yeah, that's my thought. I don't even know what that is. All right, Dunkirk and Gerald's Game.
Oh, that might be better.
Okay, Jacob.
I like these matchups of a movie I've seen against a movie I haven't seen, especially when I like the movie I've seen. I've seen Dunkirk. I think it's good. I haven't seen Gerald's Game. I'll get around to it eventually. I've heard good things about it. But for now, I will go with Dunkirk.
yeah. Austin.
Yeah, Gerald's Game was pretty good. I mean, it's Mike Flanagan who makes good quality stuff. But it's a good little one location, one day movie. I think it popped up in a couple of those tournaments and then our Stephen King thing too. But yeah, I revisited Dunkirk probably like a year ago, not too long ago. And I really liked it better the second time I saw it. Once I kind of knew the time scheme of it, which I was a little confused of the first time I saw it. And it's a really great movie to watch on like a great sound system. Like the sound design of this thing is awesome. It's beautiful. The IMAX stuff is great. So yeah, I really enjoyed it more the second time I saw it. And yeah, I like it. So I'll go Dunkirk.
Yeah, so I have a little bit of a hot take. I hate Dunkirk. I can't stand that movie. I think it's like atrociously boring. It's like, let's make a movie, but we're not going to explain anything that's even happening because you're just supposed to go in knowing all the history and everything behind it. It's like, well, like, don't make me do homework before I go see a freaking movie. Just like, let me see it and appreciate it for what it is. It's like 2 hours of Tom Hardy flying around in circles over and over again. Then you have Kenneth Branagh walking down a pier Then you have Mark Rylance slowly encroaching on a boat, and then nothing ever happens with whatever kid is there, Barry Keoghan or whatever. And then I don't know what Harry Styles is even doing in there, or Cillian Murphy. Like Cillian Murphy just quoted as the shivering soldier. Like what's that? I don't know, but so yeah, like this movie just bored me. But it does have amazing visuals. Like it's visually stunning. I mean, and Nolan does do visuals great, but like beyond that, like I just don't like it. And the thing is, I haven't seen Gerald's game, so it's like it's like hard to really comment. But I've heard good things, and just because I don't like Dunkirk, I'm gonna vote for Gerald's game. So yeah, Richie.
Yeah, Gerald's game's good. I like Mike Flanagan. Yeah, and that's good. I like Khaled DeGino's hot. I'll just put that out there. Doesn't mean anything. Anyway, but but yeah, I think Dunkirk's really good. Sort of, Christopher Nolan when he, when he doesn't try to be pretentious, that he can do good work. So I think this is maybe you should go back. I'm looking forward to Oppenheimer. Hopefully,
because Oppenheimer seems like a regular movie, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I thought Dunkirk was pretentious, but that's just me. I know I'm in the minority there.
How is that pretentious? It was just a war movie. I don't see
They
how
don't
that's
explain
pretentious.
anything. Like they just want you to like know everything going in. We're just gonna watch a visually like war with like no explanation and barely any dialogue the whole movie. Yeah, great.
I don't know. I think maybe Christopher Nolan is sort of like, especially is sort of war stuff. So I'm looking forward to Oppenheimer, and I like Dunkirk, so I'll go Dunkirk.
Yeah. Zaddeus?
I haven't seen Dunkirk. I saw Joe's game a while ago. Don't remember much about it, but since I've seen it, I'm going Joe's game.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm?
If you want explanation of some part of Dunkirk, watch Darkest Hour. That little part of that movie talks about Dunkirk.
Yeah, right. Explain what this whole thing's all about. Because the thing is, they don't even win, and it's about a battle that they freaking lose too. It doesn't make sense. So
why does that not make sense? You just explained it. It's a battle they lost. They're trying to get out.
Yeah, but like, why did they make a movie about a battle that
because it was a very
like,
harrowing situation where they didn't have enough things to get out like 1 million people on a beach.
Like, not only did they lose, like they have no chance from the beginning, and it's kind of like, okay, what's happening? Yeah.
Look, I mean, I didn't know they lost going into this. I didn't read up about the Battle of Dunkirk.
I mean, I just know like a little bit about World War II, but
you watch stuff about the Alamo, even though you know the Alamo fell and they all died.
Well, that movie's terrible too. The Alamo sucks. So yeah.
But clearly, you still remember the Alamo. But
yeah.
Anyway,
I remember it because people talk about it.
But anyway, look, I think I've seen Jill game once. It was fine. But I saw Dunkirk for the first time today. I don't know why it took me so long to actually get to it. But yeah, I really enjoyed Dunkirk. I thought it was a good movie. And yeah, I saw the trailer for Oppenheimer when it dropped today. That looks really fun as well. I think Christopher Nolan's probably getting out of the pretentious phase, but he'll probably find some way to get back into it eventually. Apparently, he tried building a nuclear bomb for Oppenheimer, which is what the headlines are saying. But I'm going to go Dunkirk on this.
Yeah, that he actually tried to build some kind of bomb, or he did. He like detonated it with a real bomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dunkirk. 42.
Yeah, and I'm saving the Oppenheimer trailer because I'm going to see an Avatar Thursday.
I was going to make a joke about
the
seeing Titanic, but Jordan doesn't like Titanic either. I think when he knows everybody's going to die, he just doesn't like movies. So.
No, like I hate that. If I know everyone's going to lose from the beginning, then what's the point? I don't mind it if I watch it and I don't know, and then I find out that they lose. That could be different. But
I'm going to find one of your 128 that has exactly that, and then I'm going to...
yeah.
I feel for Jacob here. I think this would be a time.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, when it comes to
he's got some time because I get to go first this time. So Jacob's.
This is a tough one. Holy frick!
It's easy. I just hate it's.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Against
I'm gonna go Leave No Trace because again, I like Blind Spotting. I've only seen it the once. I'm not as over the moon as everybody else seems to be about it, but that's the only. But I think it's good, so I'll go Leave No Trace.
Yeah, I mean, I think Leave No Trace is great. Like I think especially the performances, like Ben Foster and I don't know, I'm like blanking on the other
Thomason McKenzie.
Thompson.
yeah, Thompson McKenzie.
Who's like
they're both
my
great.
newest like celebrity crush over the last few years. Like I'm obsessed with Thomason McKenzie now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great in that the one where she used to go to London for school or whatever that one.
Last Night in Soho.
Yeah, last night. So she's great in that. But yeah, I believe that no Trace though. I just think that it's carried solely by the performances. The performances, like, was anybody nominated for the performances in that? Because they should have been. They're great, but I think without the strong performances, the movie's kind of might. I don't know. It might fall a little flat, but it had those performances, so it was still a great movie. But Blind Spotting just hit me on a whole nother level. This movie is absolutely incredible. This movie, like I had a visceral reaction when I first saw it, and like everything just like hits so good, so hard. Like that they I've said it before that they do the racial stuff without just beating you over the head with it. They kind of subtly just put it in there, and then you have like a couple of maybe strong moments where they really hammer it in, which is all you need. Maybe 2 or 3 strong moments, and then just like some other things going on, like story about family and friendship and all that stuff. And man, this movie, like when I saw it, like there's just certain movies that when you see it, I'm like this is going to be one of my favorite movies of all time. Like I already know it while I'm watching it, and yeah, it's in my top 20 movies of all time, and yeah, it's incredible. So yeah, Blind Spotting. So, Richie.
I haven't seen either of these yet, but I don't know. I'm just gonna go Leave No Trace because it's got Thomason McKenzie in it, who New Zealand's a big part of my life as well, and I remember watching her in a New Zealand sitcom, New Zealand soap, Shortland Street. So that's literally cool. But I'm sure, but it looks really good too. So I'll go Leave No Trace.
Yeah. Was Zaddeus?
Yeah, me and Leave No Trace have a little bit of history on your channel, Jordan. And I still haven't seen it. However, I haven't seen either of these 2 movies. And on the last episode, I said I will see Blind Spotting first. That's the movie I need to see first.
Yeah.
Then I'll see Leave No Trace. So
I would agree. Yeah. Malcolm.
The Wolf's gonna hate me.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think with the fact is that we already knew that they were moving on from the 2018 tournament, that we would have seen them for this tournament.
Yeah, right.
But I still haven't seen.
I saw him for this.
I still forgot to watch Leave No Trace, and this is painful me because I feel like I'm betraying New Zealand by voting against it. But I just really love Blind Spotting. I'm going to go Blind Spotting.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell Thomas McKenzie you did this, and he's not going to be happy with you.
Yeah, she's gonna be pissed. but on Jacob.
Yeah, it sucks voting against Leave No Trace because that really is a really good movie. I mean, it's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for a reason. And I knew it had, and I wanted to look it up because I thought maybe it was like one of those because it's not a huge movie. Maybe it had like 40, 50 reviews. No, it's 100% with 250 reviews. So like it's that good. But Blind Spotting, I've made my feelings known about this movie. It's in my top 20 as well. I love it. So I'm gonna go with Blind Spotting. But had Leave No Trace gone against any other movie just about on this bracket, I probably would have voted for it.
All right. I believe we have a tie, and it goes to Malcolm.
Well, Malcolm,
Yeah, I've got to do it, sadly. Blind Spotting.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious to see how far
for Blind Spotting.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm curious to see how far it's going to make in the overall like this yearly series. If it's going to continue to keep like being a strong contender, so we'll see.
I don't think that was a
the
tie.
killing of a sacred.
I thought it was, but
Because I think only you and Richie voted for Leave No Trace, because the three of us voted for.
Oh, I thought
Blindspotting
Zaddeus
Jordan.
did. Sorry, I thought he did.
Oh no.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. Blind spotting would have gone through regardless.
Well, you can save your time,
but next
Malcolm.
up-
Big tie. Yeah.
You have another one for next round, but yeah.
Right.
So,
So
Killing of Sacred Deer up against Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
okay.
That makes it easier.
Yeah.
Jordan's up first.
It's me first.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There's like a background noise every time that you talk. Let's see. I haven't seen The Killing of a Sacred Deer. That was another one that would have been pretty high on my list to watch. If I would have had like another day, I probably could have squeezed it in, but I haven't seen it yet. And I'm actually a big fan of the Golden Circle. I'll defend it. I think that it's it's still pretty solid. I mean, it's not. I mean, like to say that's a step down from the first one for me isn't much. Like I think it's almost on par for me because you're both getting kind of comic booky, jokey kind of characters, and both have really cool action, and I think that's fun all the way around. I wish though we would have gotten the third sequel or like the third movie that like after this first before we got the prequel, but it's still coming. We're gonna get it eventually. So yeah, I'll vote for the Kingsman. So, Richard.
Yeah, Killing a Sacred Deer is a Yorgos Lanthimos movie. I think that's his name. Yeah, he made The Lobster. It's delightfully. It's very strange. It's a very strange movie, but like they're captivating in their strangeness, and I'm fascinated by them. And yeah, The Golden Circle was alright. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure I probably know where this is gonna go. So I'll go Killing of the Sacred Deer because it's so fucking weird.
Yeah, sure. Zaddeus.
Haven't seen Killing, but I've heard of it, and if it's the movie I'm thinking about it seems like I'm thinking of. It seems pretty interesting given what happens. But I've seen Golden Circle, and while I don't think it's as good as the first one. The first Secret Society or Kingsman one had such like lofty expectations for me that I feel like it was kind of gonna fail anyway. And Golden Circle's fine. It's just fine with the new characters added into it. So yeah, Golden Circle.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I haven't got around to seeing Killing of Sacred Deer. I'm also a big defender of Kingsman: The Golden Circle. I think it still is a step down from the first one. But it didn't take as much of a big step than the Kingsman did. But yeah, I mean, and I think the only reason that they couldn't do the sequel straight away is I think Taron Egerton was busy with the likes of Rocket Man, Robin Hood, Billionaire Boys Club performing. He's had about 3 movies after this, so he's probably busy filming those, which is why they had to delay the third one. But so I'm gonna go Golden Circle.
Yeah. Well, Jacob.
Yeah, and one of those movies that Taron Egerton did was good. The other two, not so much. But as far as this one, I've seen The Killing of a Sacred Deer, and I do think it's really good. Colin Farrell and Barry Keoghan, who reunited this year for The Banshees of Inisherin, which is another really, really good movie. We'll probably talk about that one quite a few times as we wrap up 2022. But as far as this matchup, I will also go Kingsman because while I like Killing of a Sacred Deer and I think the performances are good, it's not one that I'm going to go back to and have as much fun with as I would Kingsman: The Golden Circle, which, while not as good as the first one, is still a fun and enjoyable movie.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
I guess I'll be the other vote along with Richie for Killing of Sacred Deer because, yeah, it's a pretty crazy little movie. It's got a really nutty scene where sort of a Russian roulette type scene. If you know the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, really good stuff. So I'll be the other vote for it, but Kingsman will move on. So
yeah, it was a close one for me though. Like,
yeah.
Next up, American Made up against Phantom Thread.
All right.
Okay, Richie.
What you-
All right. Yeah, I mean, I like Daniel Day-Lewis, and well, I think this is going to be his last movie, right? I think it still stands. It is.
Yeah, as of right now,
yeah.
it still is. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just not. I mean, I might get around to it. It's just not my thing. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me. So American Made, you know, it's fun. What it is. Yeah. It's not like. You know, I wouldn't rave about it, but I had fun with it. So I'll go American Made.
Yeah. Zaddeus. What do you think?
Yeah, I had no umption or wish to see Phantom Thread. This didn't seem like something I would be interested in. I have seen American Made. Again, it's fun, crazy. Tom Cruise does great in it, and I'll always remember that last scene in the movie. So I'm like, oh shit, and that's it.
Yeah.
And if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so American Made.
Yeah. Well, Zaddeus, you don't want to see like a British guy making like dresses and stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Doesn't that interest you? Yeah. Me neither. But Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Paul Thomas Anderson movies, they're always really polarized because I think last year's Licorice Pizza, I think, had very similar kind of responses. The camp that really loved it, there was a camp that really didn't like it.
Yeah.
I like American Made. I do think it's really good. I actually did enjoy Phantom Thread. I might be the sole vote for it here, but so I'm gonna go Phantom Thread on this.
Yeah. Well, Jacob.
I haven't seen either of these, but I'm sure Daniel Day-Lewis gives a great performance as always, and so I'm kind of more curious to see that one than I am American Made. So I'll actually go with Phantom Thread here.
Yeah. Austin.
So surprisingly, I don't hate Phantom Thread. I watched it for our me and Henry's PTA thing, and his character is a fucking savage in that movie. Dude, he has some really good like highbrow insults that he throws at everybody, and it's actually like it's kind of funny in a lot of spots. And American Made is good too. So this is actually kind of tough. You know what? Screw it. I'll give it to Phantom Thread. Why not? Because nobody else is still. Yeah, I was surprised at how much I liked it, actually. So, yeah.
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 Well, I still have not seen Phantom Thread. Just isn't one I'm rushing out to see. Like, I appreciate Daniel Day-Lewis for what he does and like how incredible of an actor he is, but despite him being incredible, it's not one that just like is exciting to me that I rush out to go see. But I understand like what he does for movies and stuff. But American Made though, like I actually had a blast watching this movie because it's a true story and it's or based on it, and it's and like just seeing this kind of drug smuggling guy just going back and forth and like the way he gets in and out of the country and the way he just deals with these drug lords and like is able to hide it for so long. Like it's just really wild. Like, and I think that Tom Cruise is great. Tom Cruise is great in most things he does. So yeah, like I think this movie is really fun. So I'll vote for American Made.
All right. We actually have a tie this time. So,
You know, I'm not going to change my mind on this.
Oh, okay. Because you're not from America. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, I mean, technically, American Made is not technically.
Boo, Skip sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Skip.
oh my God.
Yeah, we know how this is going to go.
Can we just put War for the Planet of the Apes through?
Yes. Jordan will be the one. Jordan will be the
Yeah,
one.
I'm up for Chips hands down. Like I hate Planet of the Apes. I don't like those movies. So and Chips actually laughed quite a bit, but I know.
Well, as Captain Picard will say, I'll note it in my log. All right, move on. Now.
Yeah.
Also, what kind of
Jack
tagline
Shepherd.
is "Chip happens"?
yeah.
Just as good.
It's about as good as those stupid Pitch Perfect things where it's like pitch please and all that stupid shit. Yeah.
I don't know, like Sumi. I think Jack Shepherd and Michael Pena had some funny moments together, but yeah.
Ugh. All right.
Anyways.
Zaddeus, you're first for Last Jedi and Geostorm.
This is easy. Last Jedi. Geostorm upset me. I think I talked about this before. Maybe not here. Somewhere with disaster movies, but maybe it was Rango. But just Geostorm upset me a little bit, and yeah, Last Jedi. I'll keep it short and sweet.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah. Geostorm really surprised me. Honestly, it's one of those movies which like on paper definitely sounds like it's just going to be a not a good movie, but it's one of those ones that surprised me. I think Geostorm was Gerard Butler, if I remember rightly.
It's not Greenland though. Just
And-
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. Last Jedi is definitely really polarizing, especially in the Star Wars community itself.
No, we don't have
I'm in
Wolf
the
on
camp
here.
where I
Like,
think-
he'd gone for an hour about it.
I mean, I'm in the camp of I enjoy it enough. I mean, I do like it better than Geostorm, so I'm going to go Last Jedi on this.
Yeah. Jacob?
I haven't seen Geostorm, so I'll go Last Jedi. I didn't hate it. I liked it.
Yeah. Austin?
I fucking hate The Last Jedi. Geostorm gets my vote.
Yeah, like I was all prepared to vote against The Last Jedi because I hate that movie too. I think it's awful, but and I haven't seen Geostorm though. That's the thing, and I don't know if I ever.
It's a
watched
great
it.
drunk watch. It's a great bad movie.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I'm just trying to think if there's anything that I like about The Last Jedi other than it's got the name Star Wars attached, and there's lightsaber scenes in the movie. Like I don't know anything else that I like about that movie. So yeah, I think I got to go Geostorm, even though I've never seen it. So yeah, Richie.
Who gets a tiebreaker?
Yeah.
If we get a tiebreaker, who gets a tiebreaker?
I'm not going to tell you. Just vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, if you ask him.
If you ask, I'm just not going to tell you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just saying.
Right back in 2 seconds.
I'm a defender of Last Jedi. I don't mind it. And Geostorm is stupid but good. I would probably watch Geostorm more again before I watch Last Jedi, just because it's so stupid. So I would go Geostorm.
What?
Okay.
Well,
So,
well,
tiebreaker goes to who's got the buzzing? It's really bad.
Yeah.
I think it's Richie. I think it's Richie.
It's throwing me off. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, Richie's
hear
phone's
people.
got like a really bad buzz on it when he talks. Sorry, Richie. Yeah, Jacob.
I will stick with Star Wars.
Oh God, that movie sucks. Yuck.
But it's like the thing about it though, it's like I keep thinking it has so much potential though to be good, and it wasn't. But still, part of me.
Can
is
we
kind
skip
of
this
like,
one?
Gives it a pass.
Oh my
who are we
God.
going with?
Fucking pass on both of these
Alien
movies.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Alien
No,
Covenant. Who's first?
Malcolm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do have some fun with Hitman's Bodyguard. Well, it's definitely not one of the best movies of all time. I had a lot of fun for. I'm actually relatively new to the whole Alien franchise. Like I saw the first one for the first time last year, and I've now seen at least all. I've now seen all of them, so I'm actually really updated. So Alien Covenant is one that I actually didn't hate. Like I've heard people say it's one of the worst ones in the franchise, but
Mhm.
I'm going to hesitantly go Alien Covenant on this.
Yeah. Well, Jacob.
I'll go with the Hitman's Bodyguard. It's the one I've seen.
Yeah. Austin.
God, fucking pass on both these movies. God, Hitman's Bodyguard was one of the most grating movies I saw in the theater. Like, I just thought it was just indicative of everything that's wrong with like modern comedies. Just it was really bad. Like it goes on forever. But here's the thing. I hate Alien Covenant way more, like with a passion. Like I think that movie is so like fucking wrong. That movie's just so wrong. It's why I want Ridley Scott to like get away from this series and let somebody else do it, because they just do every wrong decision you can make in like an Alien movie they make in this movie, and I don't like it at all. I don't think there's a single redeeming thing about it. So because I'm more passionate about Alien Covenant, I'll vote for Hitman's Bodyguard.
Yeah, this is kind of an interesting matchup because they're both running about a 3 or a 4 out of 10 for me. So they're not good. I'm not going to say that either one is the worst piece of shit ever, but like, yeah, the Hitman's a Bodyguard. Like my ex-wife, man, like whatever reason she had a hard on for this movie, she was just like, man, she just wanted to watch this movie all the time. And then when the sequel came out, she's like, oh, they're making a sequel. Did you hear about that? We got to go see it. Oh, I'm like, oh, give me a break. Like, I don't care. No, please. And then Alien Covenant, like, you talk about one of the most predictable movies I've ever seen. Like, I literally sit in the theater. I predicted every single beat of that, like what the characters were going to do, all their choices. I predicted like even for Michael Fassbender, he finds like some kind of like robot version of himself or whatever, android or something, and like all of it's just so predictable. But just because Alien Covenant has some like cool visuals and cool like the aliens or the xenomorphs running around in the grass and all that stuff, and I don't know, like I thought maybe also having Danny McBride attached would help. Nope, that didn't help. So, but even still, I don't care about the Hitman Bodyguard that much either. So by default, it's kind of Alien Covenant for me. But Richie?
Yeah, I mean, I think Neil Blomkamp was supposed to direct an Alien movie, and then Ridley Scott's like, nah.
He should. Yeah.
No, I still got more important things to do with this series, and then he puts out this movie, and I'm like, fuck you, Ridley. Like, I like you, Ridley, but fuck you, Ridley. Like,
yeah.
I know Neil Blomkamp hasn't like. I know Neil Blomkamp has like lit the world on fire with movies recently. I mean, I don't mind Chappie. I'm probably the minority, but
I don't mind it either, actually. Yeah.
But just let him have a go. Let someone have a go. But yeah, and Hitman's Bodyguard's annoying. I don't like that movie. So, but like, I don't know. I don't like Alien Covenant either. Just because I'll go Hitman's Bodyguard because I think there was lower stakes for that to be good. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Zaddeus.
I think I'm finding my little single ball over here. Like I like the Hitman's Bodyguard. I think it's stupid fun, and the reason why I say it is because I think Ryan Reynolds. This is one of those moments where he's kind of getting stuck in that box of just being kind of like the same type of character in the movies. But again, I think him playing off Samuel L. Jackson is fine. It's cool. But Hitman's Bodyguard, wife, terrible movie. Terrible, I guess Charles Barkley would say.
Yeah.
But Alien Covenant, never seen it, and after Prometheus, it didn't make me want to see it. So, yeah, no. So Hitman's Bodyguard.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm?
No, he went first.
You're first. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, thank God I had to break a tie on that one. It'd be like picking the worst abortion.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So it was the Hitman's Bodyguard, right?
Yes, 4-2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, next round should be interesting.
Yeah. Which child do you not want to abort?
The next round's not going to be any better because I don't like either movie, so that would be the same. All right, Fist Fight and Jigsaw. Okay.
All right.
I thought Jigsaw was 2018, but maybe I was wrong.
I think it's 2017.
Okay. Jacob.
Hold on. Jigsaw was 2017 according to the case.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I mean, nothing can be more definitive than the case, probably. So, yeah.
I just happen to have it right here.
Yeah.
But I've only seen that the one time. I don't really remember much about it. Fist Fight is stupid fun, in my opinion. So I'll go with Fist Fight.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm probably the Saw guy on the panel who loves Saw movies, but Jigsaw's my least favorite Saw movie because they just introduced another person who's been there the whole time, and like that annoyed me. Instead of moving forward, they keep moving backwards, and Saw 10 is going to do the same shit. I'm so tired of moving backwards. Fucking move forwards already, Jesus. And like I didn't find a whole lot interesting about it. Fist Fight I saw the past year for the first time. Yeah, it's a fun little One Crazy Day movie, and I like Charlie Day, and it was solid. It's like 85 minutes, it breezes by. It's fine. So Fist Fight.
Yeah, like I think Fist Fight. Yeah, like it's a fun time. Like I enjoy all the different casts that pop up. Like, I mean, you obviously have Charlie Day and Ice Cube, but then when you got Jillian Bell in there, Tracy Morgan, Kumail Nanjiani, it pops up, Dean Norris. So I mean, yeah, like it's a fun time, and like I did get some pretty good laughs. I'm not gonna say it's like the greatest comedy in the world, but like I do like it though. Like if I was scrolling through a cable TV, which it was barely a thing anymore, but if I saw it come on, then yeah, I would stop and watch for a little bit. I don't know if I'd watch it all, but I would stop for a little bit. So yeah, and I've never seen Jigsaw. I'm not a Saw guy. I've only seen like 3 of them of the Saw movies. So yeah, I'll vote Fist Fight.
All right, Richie.
But
Fist Fight's a lot of fun. Like it doesn't have me in hysterics every scene, but there is that scene at the talent show where they just dance with his daughter. It always gets me. That's really good.
Yeah, that is good.
And just Charlie Day's facial. I think he's really good at his facials and expressions and stuff. So and Jigsaw. Yeah, for Saw, I'm not like as big a Saw guy as Austin, but I do like the Saw movies, and yeah, Jigsaw is boring. So
fucking boring. I saw the movie with my dad in the theater because he just wanted to see a movie, and I was like, "I'm sorry, Dad. This is like the worst Saw movie that's ever been made. I'm sorry. I apologize."
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, yeah. So yeah, and Fist Fight's entertaining. I can put that on whenever, and it can cheer me up. So I'll go Fist Fight.
Yeah, Charlie Day, like he's gonna hit and miss for comedy for me, but like when he hits though, like he's actually a really funny guy. So yeah. But Zaddeus?
Yeah, this kind of sucks for me also because I love the Saw franchise. However, there's been definitely a lot of misses and a lot of hits, good hits, but then definitely some misses. And while I hated Saw the final chapter, the 7th one, at least I thought the end was good. I'm like, okay, that's pretty interesting. It's the complete opposite of this movie because it completely frustrated me when the reveal. I'm like, really? Are you really doing this now? You had some little interesting.
Another guy who's been there
for him
the
to be
whole
the
time.
one,
Like, fuck off.
And then he was there from the beginning. Like, come on, you just completely ruined, like, pretty much definitely the ending of the last movie. But then you ruined movies before that. No, this is getting too convoluted. This is stupid. So yeah, I haven't seen Fist Fight, but I've seen that little clip, which is hilarious. So I'm going Fist Fight.
Yeah,
I'd like to hear Chris Scott's take. He's a massive Saw fan, and like I don't know, like I'm just curious to see what he thought.
Fucking Henry loves Jigsaw, and we've gone at it about that fucking movie. Like he thinks it's like top 3 Saw movies. I'm like, bro, I don't get it. Like I fucking no.
Better than Saw 2, better than Saw 6, better than
Wait, who says better than Saw 2?
Yeah, Saw 2 is going to be the best
I'm just
one.
saying
Henry
that,
did,
No.
I mean, doesn't Henry have just about everything at 5 stars?
Yeah, everything's a 5 star. He's kind of like Chris Scott. Everything's like 5 stars.
Yeah, like Chris. Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen Fist Fight once. I don't remember it at all. I don't love it to the point of Henry to give it 5 stars, but I do really love Jigsaw. I do think it is a really good Saw movie, and it's got one of my favorite actresses from Smallville in it, Laura Vandervoort.
I know.
So I'm going to go Jigsaw, but I'm pretty sure Fist Fight is it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know whether you like things, Malcolm, or you're being contrarian, but good on you for being.
Yeah. Well,
it was okay until the end for me. Like I feel like, oh my god.
Was it Fist Fight or like what?
Fist Fight, yeah. No, overwhelming Fist Fight, yeah.
Fist Fight.
Next up, we've got
The Return of Randy Cage.
up against Coco.
Oh,
come on. Is anybody voting for Triple? I'm not
No.
even a guy. Coco's way better than that fucking movie.
Yeah.
No, the Triple
Yeah,
H
Coco.
are slightly a guilty pleasure for me, slightly, but I don't. They're not.
Not that one. The original one.
Yeah,
I can see.
it's not this
that
one. Yeah.
And
No,
yeah,
it's not one for me,
the original
so.
one in State of the Union could be guilty pleasures, but this one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
know.
Austin's saying that in favor of an animated movie, you know
Yeah.
it's not good.
Coco's good. It's a good movie.
Well, Coco rules. It's like in my top 5 animated movies all time. So.
Yeah.
So
Man,
would you go Coco over Triple X Return of Xander Cage then?
Oh yeah. But
Oh, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
starting to think 2017 was a rough year.
Yeah, 2017 was not a great year.
I mean,
No, our last tournament, yeah, the ones that made it are pretty good, but like overall, I was like, man, 2017 was not a really good year for movies.
well, you saw the last one. Maybe there was better ones than the yesterday. I mean, the
Yeah, I think
one.
a lot of the good movies did end up in part one.
Yeah.
Let me just say, I'm glad to see Mother's now here because I hated that movie. Hot take.
Yeah.
What's that?
It was in
What
the
movie?
Mother.
Oh.
Hated it.
It was in the
Oh, that
first
was on
part.
the other tournament.
Yeah.
See, I get that one's polarizing. I like Mother. I thought Mother was great, but yeah, that movie gives me good anxiety, like Uncut Gems. So I don't know.
Got
Well.
Darkest Hour versus Wonder Woman.
Okay, so the winners of these matches right here will be the Sweet 16 that will make it to the championship, and then after that, anything goes. So, yeah, just wanted to let that know. So I'll jot these down. But yeah, I'm up first. Wonder Woman, easy for me on this one.
In this round, just to remind everyone, I mean, you all know, but keep it close to 10-15.
Yeah. This is like speed round. Now we're getting to like speed rounds.
Yeah.
We talked about these
Cool.
now, so just go quick.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wonder Woman for me.
Yeah, I'll vote for Wonder Woman. Yeah. Richie?
I'm curious. What did they beat?
Darkest Hour beat
The Beguiled and Wonder Woman beat Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast remake.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I don't think you'll object to the ones that won in the first round, Richie, until you got
Yeah.
here. They were pretty standard.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Wonder Woman for me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Malcolm?
Darkest Hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jacob?
Wonder Woman.
Mhm.
All right. Well, it'll be Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Okay.
Got
The Hostiles. Hostiles beat the Boss
Beat
Baby.
Boss Baby.
That's okay. Yeah.
Up against Mission Impossible Fallout.
And Fallout beat Lady Bird.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair enough.
All right, Jordan.
Well, I'm a big defender of the movie Hostiles. If you haven't seen it, like, it's actually really good, but I got to vote for Fallout.
Richie.
Fallout.
Zaddeus.
Fallout.
Malcolm.
Fallout.
And Jacob.
Sure, Fallout.
Yeah. Yeah, my boy Henry Cavill who just got screwed for Fallout. Yes.
Yeah. Who gave up his role in The Witcher, and then they got screwed.
Well, apparently it wasn't just because of Superman as well. Apparently he didn't like the direction the series was actually going.
Oh, so maybe he's happy to be out then. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
But anyway, we've got
really
Power
out.
Rangers
Yeah.
up against Flatliners. Anyone going for Flatliners?
Is anyone going for Flatliners?
Nope.
I will say I wish I was that Power Rangers movie is not bad. It's good.
No, we all defend it.
We all agree.
Yeah, we all like it.
We all agree. Yeah.
I thought that movie was good. So your Power Rangers,
Yeah, he beat the Circle, and then Flatliners was against that Guy Ritchie King Arthur movie, which is weird. So it was kind of better.
Yeah.
We weren't over the
you
moon
got like
about
three crap.
Flatliners.
You got
Yeah,
like 3 shit movies in a row, like Flatliners, King Arthur, and the Circle I watched recently too. That is fucking stupid.
yeah. So no, we were all like, hey, at least Power Rangers will win in the next round, so we'll just move on. That's fine. So yeah, Power Rangers will move on. All right. So we'll scoot on down. All right.
As I tried scrolling down on the wrong thing.
Okay. Wind River
Whatever.
versus
Against
Three
Three
Billboards.
Ooh, this is tough. This is a
shit.
matchup.
Now that's a match. That's a championship match for 2017.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh.
Oh.
Now who's
All
first?
right, Richie.
So it's Wind River and what?
Got some time.
Three billboards.
Billboards.
across
Oh,
Ebbing,
3
Missouri.
billboards. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard match.
Is it me?
No, Richie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go 3 billboards, but it's close.
Yeah. Zaddeus.
I'm gonna say Wind River since Wind River.
Okay. Malcolm.
I'm gonna go 3 billboards.
Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob.
This is my number 3 versus my number 5 of 2017.
Oof.
No. Oosh.
I hate that one of them has to go. I'm gonna go with Wind River.
I'm Austin.
Here's my only logic because I think they're both awesome. 3 Billboards has won a tournament before. Wind River
Did you say 3 Billboards has one?
has won. Yes, it won one of our Oscar tournaments. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I was kind of like debating already since I had some time to think, so I was kind of gonna go Wind River anyway. So I'll go with Wind River.
Wind River takes it, but the fact that 3 Billboards is not going to make it, but one of these
Yeah.
other ones is, it's kind of crazy. But it's won a tournament before, so it'll actually be in our 100th episode tournament. It'll actually be in there.
Yeah.
So
And
we'll have
honestly, I
another
think 3 billboards has come up, but I think Wind River hasn't.
I don't think, Wind River might not have come out. Other than, wasn't it Jordan's 128? Maybe.
Jacobs.
I mean, it probably would have been in Jacobs if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wind River was like literally like for my 128, it was like probably like 130,
Like
or
right
something.
outside.
Like it
It's
was
my
right
number
outside.
78.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
Tinder's back in the chat.
All right. All right. So Battle of the Sexes
Porn
and
bot.
Logan, Zaddeus,
Logan.
Malcolm,
Yeah.
Logan.
Jacob.
Logan.
I'll go Logan.
Awesome.
Jordan's going Logan, obviously. Richie.
Yeah, but I'm going Logan. Yeah.
No,
You
just
don't
so
have
it's
to
not a
ask me.
clean sweep. Just so it's not a clean sweep. Battle of Sexes is a pretty damn good movie, so I'll go Battle of Sexes. I know it's not going to go through. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, Jordan, I didn't need to ask you. I could just skip you and just move on. Kind of like anytime
That's all good,
alien,
yeah. No.
kind of like anytime aliens comes up for me, it's like it's kind of a given. So yeah.
The thing I don't get
John,
about these freaking porn bots, like when you block user, how does the same user come back? That's I don't get. When you block,
Sometimes they
literally
change
block
their
it.
names just slightly that it looks like
Yeah.
something different.
Oh, maybe that's
John
it.
Wick 2
Yeah.
up against Bright.
John Wick Chapter 2 versus Bright. Malcolm.
John Wick 2.
All right, Jacob.
John Wick 2.
Yeah, I'll go John Wick.
Yeah, like even though I can defend Bright, I'll go John Wick too.
Richie
John Wick 2.
and Z.
I would really love to see John Wick in the Bright universe now. But so John Wick Chapter 2.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, John Wick Chapter 2 easily moves on. We got Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
Get Out. Okay, Jacob.
Ooh, we get to talk about Get Out.
Yeah, I think I know where it's gonna go, but I love The Greatest Showman.
I'm
That's
awesome.
gonna get my vote.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go The Greatest Showman.
No, oh, man, surprised me on that one. Yeah, I gotta go Get Out. I mean, The Greatest Showman's good, but I don't know. Like, it's good, but it doesn't blow me away. So Get Out does blow me away. So yeah.
Richie.
Get Out.
Zaddeus.
That's rude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get Out, please.
Okay.
Get Out.
Yeah. Zaddeus said Get Out.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, Get Out was a big surprise of 2017. Like, no one thought that Jordan Peele was going to be really good at doing horror. But I've got one thing to say to The Greatest Showman, and that's Get Out.
Yep. Get Out.
All right.
So it's P.T. Barnum, so he can get out. The real one.
Yeah.
The real P.T. Barnum.
All right. Moving on. We got Molly's Game versus Bad Mom's Christmas.
Okay.
All right.
That was interesting.
All right. It's on me. This one's pretty easy. I'm going to say Molly's Game for sure.
Yeah, this one's the easy Molly's Game. Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah, Molly's Game.
Molly's Game.
Yeah.
Malcolm?
Molly's Game.
Okay.
Jacob?
Clean sweep.
Yeah, I thought Malcolm was going to be the one to be like, I am Bad Moms too.
Yeah. It's not too bad, yeah.
But I mean, I really love Molly's Game. So I mean, I'm not going I'm not going to be a
Gotcha.
contrarian just for contrarian's sake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I was listening to one of the critically acclaimed podcasts, and like a lot of people accuse Whitney of the same thing for being contrarian for being contrarian's sake. It's just we like the movies we like.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, the way you do it, Malcolm's kind of funny. I actually like it because like you don't just fight hard. You're just like, actually, I had fun with this one. This was not bad. So you're not really like going hard for the contrary.
Yeah.
Pick.
All right, Jordan's up first for Despicable Me 3 and Disaster Artist.
Oh, this is easy. This is the Disaster Artist. Easy.
Richie,
Disaster Artist.
Zaddeus.
Is that easy?
Despicable Me 3.
Malcolm?
This is going to be disaster for Despicable Me 3, so Disaster Artist.
Yeah. Jacob?
I'd actually go Despicable Me 3 as well.
Austin?
Disaster Artist. Tommy Wiseau for the win.
Yeah. I mean, why so?
How
Brought my
much?
spoon. So brought my spoon to throw at the camera, right? Yeah.
All right.
Next up is like Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day
Marshall.
and Marshall.
Okay,
Richie.
Marshall.
Happy Death Day.
Zaddeus.
Happy Death Day.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Happy Death Day.
I figured this might be a clean sweep.
Yeah.
Just had to make it official, Jacob.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen Marshall, but I really want to. I've seen scenes and it looks really good, but Happy Death Day.
Yeah, I'll go Happy Death Day as well, and I'm assuming Jordan will too. So we'll make it a
Yeah.
clean sweep.
Yeah. Well, Happy Death Day. But Marshall, though, it looks really good. I want to see it.
I haven't seen it either. I mean, but it's
I believe it's
it's-
on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. I'll look it up real
Oh,
quick.
nice.
Yeah, okay. Brawl and sub like 99 versus
Going
going
in
in
style.
style.
Oh, man. Here we
All
go.
right, all right, Zaddeus.
I think both of them are going to lose the next round, but I'm going to say no. Go in style. Why not? Give it to the old folks.
Sure.
Yeah. One for the old folks there, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Brawl
my
and
grandpa.
Cell Block 99.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob.
Vince Vaughn is going to knock all three of them out.
Yeah.
Brawl and
Yeah.
Cell Block 99. And
Yeah.
Marshall's streaming on Pluto. That's the only
Gotcha.
for free.
Pluto. Oh, man. I don't want to
Yeah, I
do
hate
it.
watching
Those, like,
shit on Pluto.
like 3-minute ads every like 3
Yeah,
minutes.
Tubi's way better than Pluto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Brawl. I didn't vote for it last time just because it was up against Briggs Bear, but I'll vote for it this time. Yeah, Brawl.
Yeah. I'm kind of sad about Brigsby Bear, even though I haven't seen it. But I'll vote for Brawl and Cell Block 99. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Richie.
I feel like Vince Vaughn could kill all three of those guys just by giving them a fright. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No. Give him a heart attack. Yeah.
But yeah,
Old, I get it.
yeah. Brawl. Brawl for me. Brawl.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. And Guardians of the Galaxy 2 versus Dunkirk. All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, I like both of these. I do like both these moves. I'm going to slightly go Guardians 2, though. I have a lot of fun with it. Yeah.
All right, Jacob.
Not the biggest fan of Guardians 2. I don't like what they did with Drax's character. But so I'll go Dunkirk.
Austin?
Yeah, I'm going to go Dunkirk.
Yeah. I'm not a big defender of either one of these movies, but I can probably defend Guardians 2 a bit more. So I'll go Guardians 2.
All right, Richie.
Dunkirk.
And Zaddeus.
Wow. Guardians isn't moving on. Great.
Mhm.
Bottom 5 for me with Volume 2. So Dunkirk. Haven't seen it, but it's moving on. Happy to see Volume 2 going out.
Yeah.
All right, Dunkirk moves on.
Yeah, just too jokey. I don't know.
Yeah, they killed. It was almost character assassination with Drax.
And Drax is
Yeah.
kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Line spotting.
Versus Golden Circle. All right. Jacob, I think I know what you're voting for, but it's formality. I'll go Golden Circle.
And I'll go Blind Spotting.
Richie.
Golden Circle.
Ooh,
Is that it?
let's make this interesting. Go in the circle.
Malcolm.
Blind spotting.
Ooh.
Ooh, tie to me.
Yeah.
You had a good run, blind spotting.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You think Gold Circle's better than Blind Spotting?
I think it's
Man,
way
not
better
even
than its
close for
reputation,
me.
and I've
Not
only
even
seen blind spotting
close.
once. I told you I'm not over the moon about blind spotting. I'm not. Sorry.
Well, you got to watch it again. See it another time.
I don't know why I would go back to a movie I was lukewarm on the first time. I don't know.
And
Well, you want me to do that with The Godfather? I was lukewarm on it, and then I guess
Because The
you gotta watch it again.
Godfather, everybody agrees on that except you.
Same with Blind Spotting. Same.
Next up, we've got Phantom Thread up against Wolf of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
just my new detail. Just want to minor dig. That's for the That's for the Jazz being the Cowboys today. I purposely voted for the other movie because I saw where it was going. So
Okay. Nice. Okay.
It's not my fault.
I know.
All right. I'm up first. Planet of the Apes.
That's how one's Phantom Thread. Ugh, I've never seen it. I guess this is the second or third one of Planet of the Apes.
Third
It's the
one,
third
the one with Woody Harrelson.
The third one.
All right. I think that one was the best of the three in my opinion, so I'll vote for that one. Yeah.
Richie.
Planet of the Apes.
Is that
Yeah.
it?
Planet of the Apes.
All right.
Welcome.
Just by here, Phantom Thread.
All right.
Or just
Just
by
by-
a thread.
Thread. Yeah, exactly.
And Jacob.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I'm the same way, Jacob.
Apes on horses.
All right. And or for the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Yuck.
More chaos.
Yuck. Fucking yuck.
One of these is gonna make it, but blind spotting gets taken out.
Yeah. I want to rewatch the Golden Circle and figure out what in the Golden Circle is better than Blind Spotting. 'Cause I'll probably have a hard time figuring that out.
Well, why would you say that? They're both in your 128. All right. Anyways, Last Jedi.
No, the Golden Circle was in my 128.
I said no. Yes, it was. I just looked.
The Secret Service is in my 128.
Golden Circle was in your 128. I scrolled through them looking for a movie like Titanic I could raid you on. And it was in there.
Well, it must not be ranked very high. It's probably lower on the list.
I mean, you did put Jurassic World Dominion in there, so I don't know if I trust any.
Yeah, well, I was just having fun with that one. I wasn't really
All right, so who goes first?
super serious.
Jordan is up first.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Golden Circle's still good. Should I keep talking about that? But oh yeah, this match. I think I'm just stalling for time because I don't want to vote for either one. But I'll vote for Star Wars, I guess. I don't know. Richie.
Last Jedi.
Last
Zaddeus?
Jedi.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Last Jedi.
Yeah. Jacob.
Star Wars.
Awesome.
Hitman's Bodyguard.
All right. Well, it'll be Star. It'll be Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Fist Fight up against Coco.
Oh.
Oh yeah. All right, Richie. Just as a formality.
Just imagine
Yeah.
a fist fight with Coco. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's pretty. No, I think that the better movie is Coco. So I'll go Coco.
Fist fight straight to the land of the dead.
Yeah. See.
Coco.
Okay. And
Malcolm.
I'm not high on it, but Coco.
Yeah. Jacob.
You're not in love with the Coco?
Cool. So you're voting for Coco, I'm assuming.
Oh
Jake?
yeah, sorry.
All right, officially. Yeah, I'm not as in love with as everybody, the rest of the universe is, but I'll still go Coco.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Well-
I don't know. Everybody thinks it's like the greatest movie ever. I'm not there yet, but
Well, remember me. I'll vote Coco.
yeah. All right, clean sweep for Coco.
I want it to remember me as one of the least memorable songs of that movie.
Well, fucking at least
come
Coco should be able to
Like
knock
the
out
best.
fucking Last Jedi in the next round. Thank God.
You ever you were close with your grandmother, and especially if they were kind of like senile at the end, that'll connect with you. That scene.
I mean, you're assuming I'm not close with my grandma?
No, I'm not assuming. I'm not. I'm just
No,
saying.
he's assuming she's not senile.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, Wonder
No
Woman versus
assumptions here.
Fallout.
All right, so we've got our 16 for the other championship. So now it's anything goes to whoever wins this whatever tournament. We've had crazy movies win. We've had
Yeah,
whatever
but
movies win, so anything goes.
This 16 is invalid because blind spot. No,
I know this
No,
this
it's
2017 is invalid because the 2018
Yeah.
movie didn't win. All right, all right. Z, you're up first for Wonder Woman and Fallout.
Fallout.
Malcolm.
Both of these are in the championship, so I'm going to go for the actual 2017 movie, Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Jacob.
Wonder Woman.
I'm going with
Austin?
the same logic as Malcolm just for this tournament since Fallout's already in. So Wonder Woman.
I'm not huge on Wonder Woman. It's good, but it doesn't like blow me away. So I'll go Fallout.
Richie.
I was all ready to go Fallout until Malcolm's logic. I forgot this was not a 2017 movie, so I'm going to go Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Probably the first time I logic encouraged people to vote for the option of
Yeah.
Well, these tournaments, these little part twos and part ones are kind of incidental, as far as once we got their championship, anything can happen. Again, chopping mall.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. So,
Anything can happen.
all right. Power Rangers and Wind River.
Oh, yeah.
Who's first?
Malcolm.
yeah, I'm going to go Wind River.
Okay.
Jacob.
You know what? Let's have some fun. Power Rangers.
Just go for the one that's not in your 128.
I do it in another one, but I think this one I want to see Wind River win, so I'll go Wind River.
Yeah, I mean, chaos is fun, but it's just like easy on too much of it. Wind River. Richie.
Yeah, I love Power Rangers. Power Rangers is my jam. This movie's good. Really, it's quite good. I think it's underrated, but I'll go Wind River.
Yeah.
Zaddeus?
Power Rangers for me.
Okay. That's fine. But it'll still be Wind River 4-2.
Okay.
So
Wind River.
Scroll on down. Logan.
Up against
John Wick 2.
Ooh, that's a freaking good
Ooh.
matchup. Dang.
Jacob.
Has Logan won a tournament yet?
I shall take a quick scroll because I have the master list.
I know one of the John Wick movies has.
Didn't win my 64.
Now, the
That's
original-
the first round.
The original
first
John Wick
round.
won my one.
Yeah, the original
Yeah.
John Wick won Richie's original 64, but John Wick 2 has not won, and Logan has not won.
Logan.
Okay. I'm going to go with the one we've seen more, John Wick 2.
Yeah, if you want it to appear on our 200th episode, whatever wins here, we'll be on that. But yeah, so Logan and John Wick 1 and 3 are in my top 10 of all time, but not 2. So I got to go with Logan. But top 2, it's still in my 128. It's just like way down the line. Richie?
John Wick 2. Why not?
Zaddeus.
Logan.
And Malcolm.
You know what? They're both in the championship. Let's have some chaos. John Wick 2.
Well, it's not going to be chaos because Jordan has a tiebreaker, and I know what he's going to win. So, not this time, Malcolm. Sorry.
John
Wick
Wick,
on that one.
Logan, yeah.
Yes, I
it's my
knew
favorite.
it was going to
My
be
favorite
that
movie
one.
of all time. So
It was a nice try, but this was inevitable.
yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I forgot to read the tiebreaker vote.
Yeah, right. So
It is inevitable.
So we burned Jordan's tiebreaker on a movie I knew he was going to vote for anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean,
All
maybe it's
What's
much
there that I gotta
strategy
say?
on my part.
Maybe. All right, Get Out and Molly's Game.
Oh, shit.
All right. First, I'm going to go with Molly's Game, actually.
Yeah, I think I like Molly's Game slightly more. So Molly's Game.
Richie.
Molly's Game.
Zaddeus.
Zaddeus?
Molly's Game.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
Malcolm?
Molly's
Malcolm.
game.
Molly's game.
Yeah.
Okay. And Jacob.
Get Out. Haven't seen Molly's Game yet.
Okay. It's well worth your time, Jacob. I'll say that.
It is. Yeah.
It's very, very good.
It's-
I slept on it when it came out, but it's very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. Oh, I think it's on Netflix because I watched
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
for
Yeah, but watch it on
for
Netflix.
the ranking show
Oh,
we
well,
did.
there you go.
Oh, there you go.
You got it there.
Well, you've got it there. Nice.
Disaster Artist and Happy Death Day.
All right. Ooh, okay.
You own about 500 or 1,000 movies or whatever. You've only seen like half of them that you own.
Hey, he blind buys stuff like I do. That's fine. I can
Yeah.
respect that. I can respect that. Especially
I mean,
to get a good deal. If it was like $5 or something, I think I got it for like $5 somewhere.
I mean, I remember for the longest time he had bought Brigsby Bear but hadn't watched, had never
Oh,
watched
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Just recently about this, know nothing about it, but it looked interesting. So
Okay. Nice.
What is that?
it's an anime movie called The Deer King.
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
The Killing
Alright.
of a Sacred Deer King.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Jordan, you're up first for Disaster Artist and Happy Death Day.
Well, Disaster Artist is great, but I mean, it's not in my 128 like Happy Death Day is. So Happy Death Day.
All right. Richie?
Gee.
I know Happy Death Day was in my 128, but I'm gonna go Disaster Artist here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zaddeus.
Happy Death Day.
and-
Malcolm?
Has Happy Death Day won a tournament before?
It has not. No, it's been in several tournaments. One crazy day, time loop thing, time stuff.
I thought maybe
No,
it might have, but I guess not.
no, it has not. It's not on my list.
That makes my decision look slightly bit harder then. I'm gonna go Disaster Artist.
Okay.
Jacob.
Happy Death Day.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm going to tie it up and go Disaster Artist. So we go back down to Richie.
Richie.
It's a tough decision in the first place. Disaster Artist, kind of.
Ooh.
Okay, all right. Disaster
Man, I was
Artist.
hoping it could make our 200th episode. But it still could. You never know. It might pop up somewhere else.
Well, you never know. We got a lot of tournaments to go before we get to that one, Jordan. So you never know what kind of tournament will pop up.
I mean, Happy Death Day could win the championship tournament or get
That's
into
true.
the final 8 and
Yeah.
move on.
Or we could do like a best time loop movies or something like
Well,
that.
we've never done a time travel time loop thing for tournament fights. We've done it for tier ranker fights.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I mean, I kind of feel like Back to the Future might be inevitable in that one.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, but unless people want to cause chaos for that one, so we'll see.
Hey, if Die Hard
Also-
2 can win Christmas movies,
Anything could happen.
Anything, yeah.
I don't know.
I wish
So,
there was enough time loop, just pure time loop movies. I don't think there's enough of them, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's about a dozen or so of them we could throw in there, and then we'd have to throw in like some regular time travel stuff. But,
Yeah.
All right, Richie, you're up for what is that? Brawl and Sub Block 99 and Dunkirk.
Yeah, I like that Brawl and Cell Block 99 got this far, but I'm gonna go Dunkirk.
Okay.
I'll go Dunkirk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
I'm gonna go Dunkirk.
Okay.
Jacob.
Brawl.
Yeah. Austin?
I've only seen Brawl once. I've seen Dunkirk 3 times. I'll go Dunkirk.
I'm gonna go Brawl, y'all. Brawl.
All right. All right, but Fortitude Dunkirk, we'll move on. And we'll keep scrolling down to got Kingsman Golden Circle and War for the Planet of the Apes. All right, Zaddeus.
War.
Okay. Malcolm.
Golden Circle.
Jacob.
Justice for Blind
Yeah.
Spotting. Apes on Horses.
You stole my next line.
Yeah.
I'm Austin.
Apes.
Yeah, Justice for Blind Spotting. Apes. Let's
All
go.
right, and Richie.
Apes.
Yeah.
Well, vote for one of those weird monkey movies.
Monkey movies.
Sure. Yeah.
And he really talks in that one. Like he's full blown talking in that one.
yeah, he's
Mhm.
full blown. It's like,
Yeah.
Last Jedi up against Coco.
Okay. Malcolm.
Last Jedi.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Coco.
I will go Coco.
Austin. Yeah. And I will also go Coco.
Richie.
You go, Glenn. Coco.
Yeah.
Z.
Zaddeus.
Coco.
All right, Coco.
Oh, for Coco the monkey, like on Seinfeld. Like a nickname for George Costanza.
All right, so this is our Elite 8, but no
All
poll this
right.
time. Well, no poll till we get to the championship. So again, we're just going to decide a winner. But again, there are still stakes because the winner still makes the master list of the tournament winners, which we will eventually get to when we get to 128. So yeah. It's not all pointless. So Jacob, Wonder Woman and Wind River. Yeah.
Wind River.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Wind River.
I'm gonna go Wind River. Yeah. Richie.
Wind River.
Yeah.
Zaddeus.
Wonder Woman.
Okay, and Malcolm.
Wind River.
All right, Wind River.
Which
Final four.
which W movie goes on?
Yes.
Wind River.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got Logan and Molly's game. Okay, I want first. Molly's game.
Well, my favorite movie of all time has to win sometime. So Logan, maybe we'll see.
Richie.
Maybe not this time. Molly's game.
Logan.
Zaddeus? Yeah.
Malcolm.
Logan.
And Jacob.
Logan.
All right.
Maybe this time.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Seems to have a jinx or something when it comes to tournament fights.
Yeah.
Even from the first time it showed up against Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, right. The first time it showed up against that and it lost.
All right.
I want to say it's a mistake to bring family on, but when they're all like from Idaho and they're like obsessed with Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, right. You kind of wish you'd had like one of these panels for that show.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, especially when most of your family had been to his house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Disaster versus Dunkirk.
Okay. Jordan, you're up first for this one.
The Disaster Artist.
All right.
Yeah.
And Richie.
Dunkirk.
Okay.
Zaddeus?
Dunkirk.
And Malcolm.
Disaster Artist.
Jacob.
Yeah, I had to consult my list. These are pretty close, but Disaster Artist is just a little higher.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to put through a celebration of a great bad movie, Disaster Artist.
Yeah. Disaster Artist.
Okay.
Artiste. All right.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Is the final four?
Planet of the Apes
Not quite.
versus Coco.
Coco.
All right. Richie.
Two monkey movies. Like in a weird way. If you think about Seinfeld.
All right. Z. What you got?
Zaddeus.
Apes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Malcolm.
Wolf of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Apes.
I will go War for the Planet of the Apes.
I would have said Coco.
Coco will have another chance in the championship. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all knew you were going to go. What you were going to
Oh,
go.
Yeah.
I probably didn't have
I
to
know
ask
for
you.
the damn dirty apes. Yeah.
All right. Well, this next one could be tough for the final four here. Zaddeus is up first for Wind River and Logan. This could be a close one.
Ooh.
Logan.
Okay, Malcolm.
Logan.
Jacob.
Wind River.
Austin.
Wind River.
Logan.
Richie.
Wind River.
Ooh, a tie. And it goes to Zaddeus for the tiebreaker.
Logan.
Yes, we can still be friends. Yes.
I can't be too mad because that is my favorite of 2017, but I just thought it would have been really cool if Wind River won the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just like Logan, it's got a chance to win something
in the championship still. Yeah, you
Yeah.
never know. Maybe
Yeah.
people will use that logic. If Logan wins this one, then we put through Wind River in the championship because that hasn't won. You know what I mean? So you never know. You never know.
But anyway, I believe both of these two haven't won either. So disaster.
No, actually, none of these have won. None of these four.
None.
So we'll have a unique
Yeah.
winner to add to the list. So that's
we
cool.
go.
I'm always
Close.
excited about that to add something to the master list. So
Yeah.
Malcolm, you up first for Disaster and Planet of the Apes.
Disaster artist.
All right,
Jacob.
Apes.
I'll go Disaster Artist.
And I will go disaster artist.
Richie.
Disaster artist.
And Z.
Apes.
All right. So close one, but Disaster
Close.
Artist go through.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, I was like, did we really want to make Jordan's vote easier?
No.
Apes.
No,
I
like
feel like it's easy no matter what it goes up against, though.
Well, it's his favorite movie. Yeah, it's like putting anything up against Aliens for me. We're like kind of
like a little thing about how I feel about movies like that. I got a see no evil, hear no evil thing. You can kind of see the little sculpture thing. So yeah, no. Yeah.
All right. Well, Jacob will be up first for Logan and the Disaster Artist.
All right.
Jacob.
Logan.
All right. I'll say Disaster Artist. Jordan will say Logan. So Richie.
Yeah, I'll say Logan. Yeah. Yep.
Disaster artist.
Okay. Zaddeus.
Logan.
All right. And Malcolm.
Ooh.
You'll have to think.
I'm going to go disaster artist.
Uh-oh.
We have a tie.
Oh no!
Goes to
Oh, no.
Malcolm.
Sorry, Jordan.
Oh.
I'm going to flip my vote and go Logan.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like he may have had that planned out.
Yeah.
Wolf
I
would have
think
gone the other.
in hindsight, he did.
Would have gone the other way. I'd be like, you're not making any more brackets.
I mean, honestly, I couldn't remember if I had the vote if it was still Zen.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. It finally got.
We didn't
there.
know until
Finally.
I revealed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is for happy that day.
Actually,
weird how-
it's one of the few times actually we had to do a tiebreaker for a championship. Usually it's kind of lopsided. Actually,
Yeah.
it's kind of the other way. Yeah.
So,
It's weird
so
how-
now, Jordan and Austin, both of your favorite movies have won a
Have won
tournament,
one. It's
just
true.
not when it was your favorite movies.
Yeah, not one of
Yeah,
our
yeah.
favorite movie tournaments. It's like other random
Exactly.
weird tournaments. Yeah.
well, that's what I
Funny
was gonna
enough-
say. Like, it's like weird how our favorite movies actually like end up winning a tournament. Like, it's
Yeah,
never on
but in
our
case of
actual
mine,
favorite.
it won somebody else's favorite movie tournament.
Yeah.
not mine.
My
Like,
favorite
Chris-
movie won my tournament. It just wasn't my favorite movie at the time.
Yeah, right.
But it's since gone up.
Yes.
I meant like
Yeah, whose bracket won the aliens one? Like,
That was Chris Scott's original 64.
okay, yeah, weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was weird. It actually came down to his actual favorite movie. It was Aliens versus Casablanca. And
Yeah, that's it.
his actual
That's
favorite
it.
movie lost
Yeah,
to
it's his
Aliens.
favorite movie of all time.
I
Lost
mean,
it
I
off-
think, but yeah,
That's pretty.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't my favorite movie at the time, but technically, my favorite movie has won my favorite movies tournament because The Godfather won my tournament.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an amazing Christmas, guys, because Logan won a tournament finally.
Finally.
Let's go.
Right.
All right.
now we can vote it down in the next one.
Good. We can vote it again. That'll be easier to vote for Wind River in the championship. Sounds good.
Well, only if you consider us friends. Come on. All right.
Well,
All right.
sometimes I use that logic because I want to pad this fucking master list out at this point. So
See,
I'm
yeah.
voting for unique movies.
I mean,
Yeah.
it'll be. I mean, it'll be one of those things. It'll be funny if the first matchup for Logan in the championship is its first facing disaster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you never
Which
know.
reminds me, I guess I should send Malcolm the 32 so we can get that bracket done. And
I've got the list. Like I've been
You
sort
got
of
it?
going down my letterbox to move it
okay, gotcha.
because I watched part one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
What's the thing that I love about tournament fights is you can vote for any reason. So there's a lot of ulterior motives. Like and a lot of strategy. Like you want certain movies to make it for like whatever reason. Like maybe like we want unique movies that are going to be on our top 200, but not all the people tuning in may know that, like why we're doing that, you know. So
yeah, but if I know it because I have the master list, that's why
Yeah.
I vote sometimes. You know, so
yeah.
that can
There's
be
a lot
like
of reasons.
side motives.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all good. So
Yeah,
there you go,
but-
Jordan. There you go, Jordan. You could brag that Logan's finally won a tournament.
They finally won one. All right. So now, what are your guys' favorite movies? Let's get you like all your favorites to win. Come on. Right.
Well, Zaddeus would have to do a 64 to find out what his is or something. So, you know.
Well, didn't your favorite movie win, Jacob? Because you had Mary Poppins at your
But
favorite.
it wasn't. It was like number 3 at the time or something.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite movie at the time, but
his number 1 was still Sweeney Todd at the time, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Jordan ever helping get Godfather win another tournament.
No, probably not.
I
No.
Maybe John Wick.
But I'd vote for it over some of these movies, like whatever that Going in Style and some of these movies we had on this list.
You'd vote for you'd vote for Godfather over Apes because it doesn't have any talking monkeys in it.
Yeah, I actually would. Yeah, 0 talking monkeys there, but
yeah,
that was fun, guys.
Imagine if Godfather did have talking monkeys in it, though. That'd be amazing.
Then I
would be
really
cool.
hate that movie. Like even worse.
Well,
Imagine-
it would just be like instead of he has like that, he's like stroking a cat in the opening scene. He's like stroking like a capuchin monkey, and then he just like talks randomly for no reason. It like throws the movie off immediately from the first scene. You're like, wait,
Actually,
bad movie.
Yo,
Yeah,
the
kinda
reception
fun,
scene would be
like add a little
wild.
humor. Yeah.
Yo, just imagine the reception scene with monkeys. Just the after party, that'd be hilarious. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Or like killer monkeys just come out of nowhere and just take out the whole mob. So like the movie's kind of pointless. Yeah, yeah. But thanks, guys. That was a fun time. So now we just got to get to our championship. So that'll be happening on Tuesday. So and it'll be a half bracket with the Sweet 16 from part 1 and part 2. So yeah, we'll see which one reigns supreme and which movies advance to face the movies of 2016, which is going to be in January. So, but yeah, we'll do some plugs and we'll call it a night. So we'll start with Richie. Where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me on here and Tier Ranker. Sometimes you can see my whole face in the frame. I'm just lying down.
He's pulling a Ross Bristow right now, so pardon Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you had a couple of like.
We forgive you. You've had some stints in the hospital recently, so
you had a few.
It's all good.
Rough days in a row, so yeah.
But you can find here. I do trivia on Jordan Owen's channel. I also, I pop up on Formula Random sometimes. Pop up on, Formula Trivia, and I do wrestling trivia as well. Combat wrestling trivia on you can find that usually on Chris Cass's Twitch channel. Just go to Castify. We're just wrapping up a tournament at the moment where I did pretty well for myself. So and then I do a podcast with my friend Robert Cameron. We do about Tubi movies. It's called Tell Them They're Streaming, which is a play on a line from an Australian movie called The Castle. We just we're just gonna, I think on Tuesday we're uploading our Christmas one, which is Silent Night Deadly Night, and I think the next episode after that is going to be called Baby Oopsie, which is fucking stupid. It is so damn stupid.
Sounds stupid. It's almost as bad as
Well, I mean, Richie, you just decided to watch a full moon movie, which you knew it had to be stupid. It's the same people make like the Evil Bong movies, like
Speaking of which, my next episode recording. Evil Bong.
Evil Bong. Oh my god.
Nice.
Jesus. I'll just say this, Richie. It's not as fun as you might think.
Yeah.
It's not as fun as the premise. I'll just say, but they've made like 7 of them now. So I don't know.
So that should be fun, and I'm around. But all good.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Zaddeus, where can we find you?
Y'all can find me, of course, on here occasionally, but on the social networks at Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Zaddeus Smith, just search my name, ZA2Ds US Smith, and I just dropped my final episode of my playthrough of the Quarry today. And you can find that on my YouTube channel at the real Zad right there. So
Nice.
yeah, and just doing trivia and stuff like that. But been mainly playing games lately. So
Yeah, it's
Nice.
all
I'm
good.
getting in some video game stuff. I'll talk about it in a minute. So yeah,
Mhm.
but
Also, Mum, if you're watching, I want the Quarry for Christmas. I put that on my list. The Quarry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The Quarry. Yeah.
that game does look pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I like those two things.
Yeah. But Malcolm,
the Michael Shannon movie.
where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me. I'm around. I'm on Take Three Productions. I host Rankum, which is usually every Saturday, but we're taking a bit of break over the holidays. I also host Gone for the Minute, which is out sort of talking about the award season and all that. We did an episode today where we talked about the Critics' Choice and the LA Film Critics things. But most of all, I'm around on other places doing trivia and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. And Jacob, where can we find you?
You can find me mostly here. I pop up on Tier Ranker and tournament fights whenever I can. And starting at the beginning of the new year, we will be bringing back the Lonely Marks and a podcast about movies. Our the first episode for each of those, we'll be kind of looking back at 2022. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be a good time. And Austin, where can we find
Yeah,
you?
I'll be on both of those with that guy right there. So that'll be fun once we get around to the first and second weeks of January. We'll do that. Be a good time. Can't wait to. I've seen a lot of 2022 movies, and I've been pitching, trying to catch up these next week or two on some gaps, to fill those in. So that'll be good. Coming up with my final rankings and stuff, and I think I only got one or two more new releases coming out. I will be going on theater opening day on Wednesday to watch The Whale, which I'm very excited about with Brendan Fraser. So we'll see if that skirts in there last minute, but I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I mean, not much to plug other than this stuff for the moment until, me and Jacob kind of get going on some of those things. So not much other than, I'll be hosting my first bracket on Friday with our tournament four-way. I made the bracket. I made the brackets now too. So so that'll be fun.
Which helps me out a lot. So
No, me and Jacob and Malcolm are trying to take some little pressure off of Jordan every now and then. And now that I know how to do them, I'm trying to do that too. So so that Jordan could just make thumbnails and get home from work and set up and get the stream going, and we'll be good to go. There you go.
Try not to be late, like probably January, because this is my busy time of the year. I'm working like 65 hours a week basically. So in January we'll have on-time streams for sure. I can guarantee that. I can't guarantee anything the rest of this month, but I'll try my best. So yeah. But and then strap in because I've got a lot of stuff going on. But we have our social media. You can find us at Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram, and also you can find because I've been posting way more on my personal Instagram, Jordan83616, because when I do that, it automatically uploads to Facebook, so it kind of does both. So you can find us there, and then also we run the group Schmodown Friends and Family on Facebook. That might be one of the places where we're the most active. So you can find stuff over there. Which around the first of the month, I'm going to be posting the upcoming schedule and have some open signups. So it'll be just around the first of the year. So you can watch for that if you want to get on the show. That's a good time to find out what we have coming up. That's even more of a preview than what I'm going to tell you here. But and then. I've also been doing some video game streaming, so I just started. I had a few kinks to work out to start with. I spent 3 days making like really cool setup through OBS Studios, and then my computer is probably not powerful enough to run it, so I'm just going straight through on my PS5. That's working me. I did a stream last night. You can find on the channel. I've been playing some Life is Strange True Colors, and I went for 4 hours, and then I was about ready to get off, and then I had about 6 or 7 people jump on the stream out of nowhere, and they're like, "Well, like you're just ending now? Like we just got here, and you should keep going." I'm like, all right, like if you guys are interested, if you subscribe to the channel, so I gained 6 new subscribers for the channel just by going an extra 2 hours. So it was a long one, but it's fun. You can kind of watch it in bits and pieces. You don't have to watch the whole thing. But yeah, so we're doing that, and then this next week sometime, I haven't nailed it down exactly when I'm going to do it, because going forward, I am going to be streaming every Saturday, but then I'm going to have one floating day where I stream sometime during the week. I'm going to be doing the Marvel Midnight Suns, so I just picked that up. So that should be fun. I'm excited to dive into that game. And then we also have a Patreon. So if you go to patreon.com/moviehero, you can find all kinds of exclusive content. And it also really helps out the channel, because we put all the money that we make from Patreon just right back into the channel to make things bigger and better. And so you can find exclusive episodes, which we're going to be doing a Christmas draft where we're drafting Christmas movies. I haven't decided if we're going to make it an exclusive to the Patreon or to put it out there, or if we want to do maybe one of our podcast episodes, but we will have one coming up in the next couple of weeks. So just watch for that, and we'll post all about it on social media and all that stuff. We'll let you know what's going on with that. But and then also we do giveaways too. I'm giving away some movie posters from when I worked in the movie theater. I have a bunch of exclusive original ones that you can only get at the movie theaters, and then there's some opportunities to be on certain episodes and even create your own episode. You can pick the topic, pick the panel, pick when we film it, all that stuff. So yeah, that's just all on the Patreon. And then I also have been doing Snack Hero, so I've been reviewing some crazy snacks on the channel. So I'm probably gonna try to do one either tomorrow or Tuesday. So when it depends on my work schedule, but I got a bunch of Christmas snacks that I still got to get through before Christmas time. So I'm going to be doing that. And then those are always fun because we have long content that goes super long, as you can tell from this. The snack heroes are quick. They're like 20 minutes or so. They're just super quick. So they're fun. So, and then just a little preview of what we have coming up for tournament fights and tier ranker. We have, so we'll be, our next one will be the championship of our 2017 series. That'll be Tuesday, and then on Friday, or no, actually Thursday. Wait, actually moved it to Thursday. I'm going to be unavailable Friday, so Thursday the 22nd. That's going to be a 4-way directors battle: Spielberg versus Scorsese versus Tarantino versus James Cameron. So we're just going to take all their most popular movies and put them in a bracket together. And then for some of them, like Tarantino's got a smaller catalog of movies, so we'll put all of his movies on there. So yeah, we're having that. And then we also have our most anticipated movies of 2023 coming up on December 29th, right at the end of the year. So we kind of talking about movies we're looking forward to. And we also have our 100th episode coming up. So for that, we kind of teased it a little bit throughout the episode, but it's going to be the first 64 unique movies to ever appear on tournament fights. So
tournament fights.
Yeah.
To win a tournament, not just the first 64 movies we ever had on our first episode.
No. To win. Sorry, man. My headphones started talking to me saying low battery, so it's about time to wrap it up. They're like distracting me, but yeah. But we also have best movies of a 2016 series starting up soon. We do one of these a month, just going back through all the years of cinema. So that one's coming up sooner than you think. We also have our best. We're starting a best animated decade series, so that'll be. We're going to start with the animated movies from 2010 until now, and we got a fun panel for that. We got a couple of Schmodown alumni on there. We're going to have Rachel Silvestrini. We're going to have Ace Cabrera on the episode. We're going to have Jacob helping us out to kind of help put that together because he's a big animation guy. So yeah. Then we also have best movies of 2022, because we do still want to rank the movies of 2022. We're just giving it a couple extra weeks so we can have some time to kind of catch up on any straggler movies we haven't seen yet, to make sure that we've seen most everything before that comes out. And then we're we're finally going to be getting to Richie's Top 128 Championship. We had to push it back a little bit. We have it tentatively scheduled for Friday, January 20th, but we'll just kind of see how that works for you, Richie. We can kind of play around with it a little bit, but just because of some scheduling things, we had to push it a little bit. And then we also have, I'll give you one bonus one. We're going to be doing movies set completely off of Earth. So they're going to be ones that like no Earth involved. They're on other planets. They're in space. Because we want to get back into some sci-fi a little bit. Just cover a wide range of different genres, different topics, categories, that kind of thing. So yeah, but that's where you can find us. So yeah, but that was a lot of fun tonight, guys. Thanks again. And yeah, that will do it. So for Richie, for Zaddeus, for Jacob, for Austin, for Malcolm Lay, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.